might look a little different today. Because we've got a special way we're doing this episode. Why, you ask? Because our guest tonight does not use Discord. So we're doing this on Zoom, so we're going to be breaking this up into parts. We're going to bring him on here in just a few moments. We're going to be using Zoom for this bitch. Alright, he's getting himself prepped. He's got his rum and coke, his drink of choice. We're going to have him on in just a few moments here. And so what we'll do is, since Zoom times everything to about 40 minutes, give or take, and the meetings or the video calls do, we'll be able to, take little breaks. We'll have pre-organized breaks. Appreciate everyone. Ammo! Good to see you, man. How you been? Yeah, we stay hydrated. Alright, so you were in for a treat. This is going to be quite an extreme change of pace for most of my typical streams. Like, I know I get a little off kilter, and I can ramble on and whatnot, but we're gonna have, oh, Maneater, I need to play that. I've been great too. I started a new job. I basically take in computer issues or like website issues and I fix them. And then, I've been doing this series. We're doing episode 8 of Evil is Live. This week is none other than Hart D. Fisher. For some of us, that name sounds a little familiar because he created a comic book called Jeffrey Dahmer vs. Jesus Christ. He founded Boneyard Press, which was an independently ran comic book company that made a lot of edgy content, especially for the 90s. He was featured on Jerry Springer, where people were up in arms about what he made. The man is like 2 degrees of separation from just about every famous person ever. Technically, 2 degrees of separation from someone like Billie Eilish. We've got he runs a website. Why, hello, dear. He runs a website called AmericanHorrors.net, where he just did a relaunch this past October, and let me tell you, he hit the ground running with this new setup. Previously, he had servers that were running at full capacity, and they finally they couldn't take it anymore because of how popular this channel's gotten, and apparently it's got a lot of popularity in Europe, which was really interesting to find out. And the reason I found that out was because he has his own interview series that he does, and he features it on his channel, American Horrors, called The Hart Attack, H-A-R-T, because his name is Hart. Who couldn't take me? I don't know. Who couldn't take me? But, yeah, we'll have him on in just a few minutes. Like I said, he is getting his drinks ready. Oh no. Oh god. I'm trying to think what else. So I don't want to give away too much because I know the man himself will be. Oh, I bet it is, dear. I'm sorry. Hopefully it'll calm down for you. Brain work. But American Horrors has some great content on there. Some folks that I definitely want to grab for future episodes of Evil is Live, like the Gorecast. The two of them are absolutely fucking hilarious. They're two Irish podcasters that do episodes about horror. And then you have, other bits where, he's doing interviews at horror conventions, and that's where American Horrors kind of got its start from, my recollection. And yeah, he is very outspoken. We're gonna have a lot of fun. He's high energy. I'm genuinely excited to speak with him. I've been talking to him off and on for like the last couple months. Behind Locked Doors. Yes, that is a movie that we need to talk about. We need to talk about Behind Locked Doors. Oh my god. Okay, all right, we're gonna keep a count. Alright, chat. I need you to keep a running tally of how many times either myself or Hart will say Behind Locked Doors. I'm going to aim for at least 5. I'm betting I can get 5. Yeah, like I said, we're just waiting for good old Hart Fisher to roll on in. No, we're not going to count references in Jackbox, but I will allow 1. If it fits the joke, use it. If it fits the joke, use it. That is my rule. Yeah, we're gonna be we're gonna be doing Jackbox. So the way that it'll work is we'll do one interview, or one part of the interview, which will probably be about. Oh, why, hello. And we speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Oh wait, he's connecting. Hold on. Come on, Zoom. We're so close, Zoom. Come on. I believe in ya. Holy shit, we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Hart motherfucking Fisher. Welcome, my good man. Hold up. I don't think we can hear you. I see it. Oh god, hold on. Alright, you are good on my end. Check your little microphone down at the bottom there. Is that the poison chalice? Alright, hold on there. Hold on here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me tell this music to fuck off here. We've already got people distracted by your cat. Alright, I know that he can hear me. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so we're gonna do... What do we got? I don't want to put the motherfucker in the waiting room.
See what's going on here.
Hey!
There we go. Hallelujah.
Hot diggity damn.
I had to hit the button here. Can you hear me now?
Clear as a bell.
Hallelujah. So you've got my cat Hank in the background there, huh?
Hank is goddamn adorable. That's a good fucking giddy. That's right, chat.
Well, that's Hank. Okay, so where I'm living right now, we've got Hank, Hart, and Harvey, 3 male cats, and my girlfriend calls us the 3 ha's. Ha ha ha! And I'm the big ha. Hart.
I fucking
But
love
this
it.
is Hank here. So Hank knew that we were shooting, and I rushed here. I was drinking at the local bar here in Lake Geneva at Hogs and Kisses. Every Friday, I have a little confab with a judge from Cook County, Illinois, in Chicago, and we hang out. We have drinks.
That's absolutely phenomenal. Uh, all right. So full disclosure. All right. So in the chat's going to be my girlfriend. My girlfriend and I watch American Horror.
Good Lord, your girlfriend, not that.
Right. So we've been a fan of their channel for a couple years now. You know, I had found your channel because I was looking for the movie. Oh God, was it Invasion of the Killer Bee Girls?
Invasion of the Bee Girls.
Yeah. So it popped up on your channel. This had to have been like 2017, 2018, something like that. And I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And I'm like, this is live as well? Fuck yeah, this is what I need in my life. But we've been watching on a regular basis, and we've constantly seen that trailer for Behind Locked Doors.
Oh man, I want to see that movie. Like, one of the things about American Horrors is, okay, so the way I work it is, hi, I'm Hart D Fisher from American Horrors. I'm the head of programming. I'm the man, the myth, the mythology. I'm it. I'm Hart D Fisher. I do all the programming. I choose every fucking movie, every commercial, everything that happens, the order it's going to air in. I'm the wizard of ceremonies. And so I love the channel. I watch the channel. The channel's on all day at my house. I'm a fan. My feeling is, if I'm getting bored, so's the viewer. So I've got it on all day, all night. And so that promo, you're saying, Behind Locked Doors, a lot of these trailers, I've never seen the movies. And so I've been tracking them down and tracking them down. And one of the coolest things about what I do is the influence that I have over the horror industry, because Turner Classic Movies, I know they've been watching my network because they created Turner Underground, and they had this woman who was in charge of underground films, and they were obviously watching American Horrors and watching all the trailers on my network, because the movies they play are not a Turner Classic movie. I am not playing a Turner Classic movie on American Horrors, okay, guys? It's for the horror fans. It's for us. It's the people that live Halloween. Halloween is every day for us. It's forever. It's a forever day. And so I had to laugh when I started to see these American Horrors trailers showing up on Turner Classic Movies. So they created Turner Underground, and I liked it. It was so cool. I really loved it. They had the best HD transfers, because at American Horrors, I strive to recreate what it was like for me as a kid in the 80s, trying to track all these horror movies down. That's why I like the fucked up version. I don't want to see the super clean HD version. I don't want to see your airbrushed fucking version where I can make out every fucking cut hair. I don't want to see that. I want that fucked up VHS that I found at a fucking Fangoria convention in Chicago at the Rosemont Horizon Center in 1992. That's what I want.
And that's what you're giving the fucking people. And that's why I am a huge fan of American Horrors. Like, oh my God. I have been absolutely enamored with the show. Like even though I'm assuming, because there was 2 versions of the app. There was American Horrors and then American Horrors Classic.
Yeah, American Horrors Classic was new, okay? So what we were trying to do was, all right, I get kind of angry when they do this Women in Horror Month, and they would never, ever, ever give my late wife, Wakako Kawagoshi Fisher, her props as being one of the few women that ran her own horror channel, okay? So American Horrors Classic was, Waka ran we started off with Alki David's Film On. Alki David is a crazy billionaire. It's a hell of a thing when you work with an actual Bill Gates fucking billionaire. That's a hell of a thing to reconcile your head with and to deal with. And so Waka ran the original American Horrors Film On channel. Like, we set it up together, we did it together, and then she took over the Film On channel, and I set up the Roku channel.
Oh.
So Waka was running the Film On channel, and I was doing the Roku channel. And she was totally in charge. It was her fucking channel. She could play whatever the fuck she wanted. She fucking cut half the shit that we play on the network. She was her own thing. And so I got really mad. I'm like, oh, you want to talk about women in horror, but you don't want to talk about Waka? Fuck you then. Fuck you. Fuck you, assholes. Fuck you, dildos. All you fucking grandstanding assholes. Because there are so many amazing women in horror, and women add so much value to horror. They're so important. There's this notion that it's a man's game. It's a lie. It's a lie that's been foisted upon us. And there's so many amazing female directors, creators, writers, showrunners. And it's a lie when they say, like, women don't have a voice in horror. That's bullshit that you've been sold, because there's so many amazing creators, like the Soska sisters.
Absolutely.
Man, I love those ladies. And we supported them at American Horrors right from dead hookers in a trunk.
That is fucking phenomenal. So I wanted to kind of let you, because we're obviously going to dive into parts of your past and how you came to be, and your inspirations, your contributions to the fucking world of horror and just media in general. Like, you have had such a, I don't want to say a subtle influence, because nothing about you is subtle. And I mean that in the kindest way. I sincerely do, because so I first found out about you, like, I swear I was in high school, so this was like 2002, 2003, like sophomore, junior year, somewhere around there. And I hear about, at first it's only hearing about it, Jesus Christ versus Jeffrey Dahmer versus Jesus Christ, and how this is like, a fucked up comic book, and how you should check it out. And I was like, I gotta find this. So I spent years trying to find it, and then it was like something like 10 years ago or so. A buddy of mine works at Goodwill, and he goes, "Hey,
I love Goodwill, by the way. Thank you. I love Goodwill. I buy candles there all the time. I buy books there all the time. I go haunting there all the time to find cool horror movies on DVD or VHS that show up at Goodwill. We love Goodwill."
So our area Goodwill has changed. It's no longer as fun as it used to be to go thrifting. But he brought me a copy of Jeffrey Dahmer versus Jesus Christ. And he was like, "Hey, yeah, they were going to destroy this because it goes against the values of Goodwill." And he's like, "I figured."
How could it go against the values of Goodwill? Because, hey, assholes, all the assholes who want to hate on Dahmer versus Christ, Jesus beats the shit out of Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. So how could this go against the values of Jesus? Because my notion about Jesus in heaven was he's going to come back as the lion. It's the return. He comes back as the lion. He's not the lamb anymore. He comes back as a lion. He's been hanging out with Bruce Lee and all these badass martial artists in heaven. And he comes back and he beats the fuck out of Jeffrey Dahmer. So how the fuck could that go against their Christian values?
It's the same people who think Doom is inherently evil, or even Diablo, where the goal is to kill the fucking devil.
Well, the thing about Christians is a lot of these folks are about control. Okay,
oh, absolutely.
It's not about the Christian theology. The people you're talking about are using religion to control other people.
Oh, yeah.
They're not really following the teachings of Jesus. They're not following the teachings of Christ. They're out to control people. They're out to use their bias to knock people down.
Yeah.
Because who bearded the lion in his den? Daniel. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to talk some Jesus talk with me? We could talk some Jesus talk because I'm fine. I walk in the grace of my Lord. I'm fine with it. I walk and I fuck with the devil. I fuck with the devil all the time. You fucking candy ass fucking idiots. You fucking pussies. Fuck with the devil because why?
It's fun.
He's an asshole in the basement. He got cast out of heaven. He's a jackass. He got cast out. He got cast out. So why are you afraid of the fucking jagoff that got thrown out of heaven? This jagoff got thrown the fuck out of heaven. So I'm supposed to be scared of this guy? The only thing he's got is he lies to you. And he pulls you in by what you want. Okay? Just like Hollywood. Just like Disney. Just like Disney. They pull you in by what you think you want. But we're going crazy here. Let's go back, Ned. Let's go back to the horror.
All right,
we can go off on this Jesus
horror
stuff all day long because I will surprise everybody with how I talk about Jesus.
So, well, when it comes to, as
I wear my Pope hat. I've got my Vatican hat on. This is my late wife Waka's hat. I'm wearing this as a little show of solidarity to the woman that I founded American Horrors with, Waka Kawagoshi Fisher. Rest in peace, baby.
May she rest in peace, because it seems like she's had like the greatest, influence on you, and had been a great source of encouragement for you. That's the same way I feel about my girlfriend here. We use screen names, so she goes by Slime. She's been my biggest supporter.
So what's going on with that pussy if her name is Slime?
It's on
Ned.
point.
Is that a juicy pussy? She says slime. You probably don't need much KY.
Nah, no KY needed. Now the name came from she has kids, and she hates.
Dude, we're going down the wrong alley.
All right.
We're talking about slime and juicy pussy, and you go, she's got kids. What the fuck, Ned? What the fuck are you doing, bro?
This is the source of the name. The original name was No Slime Allowed. That was the original source of the name.
There's always time for lube.
All right. Back to the horrors. All right, so, Boneyard Press. That started in what year did you start Boneyard Press?
Okay, I started Boneyard Press in 1991. I got a loan from my grandfather, my mom's dad. My mom's father loaned me money to start Boneyard Press while I was in college. So I solicited the first book. In the way it worked with solicitations is you had to solicit 3 to 4 months before your book's going to come out. So the very first Boneyard Press book came out in May 1991. But I was working on it in 1990 and setting up the solicitation in January of 1991. And I got to thank my girlfriend, Carol Busiek, from that point in time, and Mark Big B Bernal, who was one of the guys at North Star who launched Faust. One of my childhood friends, Dan Matson, was the publisher of North Star. And so I was there when they launched Faust.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Boneyard Press garnered a lot of attention, because of the fact that you definitely went a very controversial route, which was apropos for the 90s. The 90s was an era of pushing those boundaries of what was, socially or conventionally acceptable. And, so you had, the big names of the 90s, being, like your Marilyn Mansons and your Rob Zombies and...
I worked for Rob Zombie. I worked for Marilyn Manson.
And then, you got into the underground. Yeah, because I was saying this...
no, I started off in the underground, Ned, in the comic industry back in 1991 when I started. It wasn't about fame. I mean, there was no fame for any comic book creators. I'm friends with Jim O'Barr, who created The Crow. I was there when it started. I was there when Faust started. I was there when Avatar comics started. I was there with Brian Polito and Billy Tucci before they ever published. Comic books were a very small market. And so if you had an eye for talent, and I've always had an eye for talent, and you're excited, like, why did I do comic books? Because I love comics. I love comic books. And that's why I did it, because I love comics since I was 5 years old. So as you proceed in your career and you proceed forward, you meet other like-minded individuals, and you keep working forward and keep passing it forward. That's how I met Danzig. Is how I ended up working for. I ended up writing for Chaos Comics.
Oh wow.
I never got to work. Excuse me. I never got to work with Billy Tucci, but I've been friends with Billy and his family for a long time, and so many other people in the industry. It's a love. It's a love. You love comics, and so you get involved in comics because you love it. You do not get involved in comics because you want to be famous. That's a mistake.
Oh, you still there with us?
Hold on.
Okay, okay. Uh,
Hold on. I don't know why my camera gave me shit. Give me a second.
you're fine. Like I said, or I should say, every episode of Evil is Live is completely different because we always have to, adapt and evolve on the fly. Because I like going live, I like having to just go off of improvisation and just make it a good time. Keep everyone and just kind of showcase how sharp the guests I bring on actually are. And how creative they are, because this is about showcasing creative people. And I've had filmmakers, I've had musicians, and I've had game someone that's a mix of all three, music, movies, and games. And I think they're even working on a book.
I'll tell you what, buddy. Okay, we're going to stop this. I'm going to restart the camera, and
Okay.
we'll get back into this.
All right. All right. Give you a few moments here, and I will chat with the crowd here. But yeah, trying to pick a name. Yeah, yeah. So it was like no slime allowed, and then shortened to slime because it just kind of rolled off the tongue, and the 6'9" because sex number funny. Although now I feel like she should change it to 42069. It is warm. It is warm in this fucking basement. Aw, lame. You made a vampire shark. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, and Maneater. Nice. But again, we've got Mr. Hart Fisher. He's currently resolving technical issues. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 9210. Just because I've grown so accustomed to 9269. 9269? Oh, let me show off my grab of the day. So I went and I traded in a bunch of shit, and I was trying to figure out what what I should get at the game store, and I wound up finding a sealed copy of Senran Kagura Estel Versus on PS4. It's got the little trading cards with it. It's got an art book. One faction randomly chosen. Aw, that's frustrating. But it comes with soundtrack and everything, so hell yeah. Right? But like, for me, I can't forget No Slime Allowed. Like, to me, that is still like one of the funniest like inside jokes that we had. Where it was just like, fuck, I hate slime. And so I'm like, fuck it, no slime allowed. Yeah, let me get into let me get into this thing here, and because I wanna drop a few links here for everyone. All right, so first of all, here I'm gonna link to his YouTube channel. Like, relationships, I swear, like, half the goal of relationships is just to have inside jokes. Like, just someone that makes, like, an endless series of inside jokes with you is one of the reasons to be in a relationship. Alright, but that is to his Instagram. That's his YouTube channel. The other half is fisting. That's right. All day, every day. Alright, let's let me refresh a couple things here. Discord. "10 feet from the residence room to the bathroom." Good God. Nah, it's got to be slower than that. She just fucking farted from her room to the bathroom. It's what propelled her. It's what propelled her to the bathroom. Just otherwise she would have never got there. She would have fallen over and died. Yeah. Oh, I love Step Brothers. We need to watch that again. Alright, so let's see here. Here is his Twitter account. I'm not calling it X. Fuck you. "We haven't seen Step Brothers this month. Chap. Chap, let's go to Costco. Chap." Also, most importantly here, you can watch it on your browser. So, Heavy, this is for you. This link right here, wherever the chat is in... Yeah, it's off to the... That is... Okay, so you're allowed to be wrong. That is your American right. But Step Brothers, like... Heavy, the AmericanHorrors.net link I just dropped in chat, go ahead and favorite that, because you'll be able to go back to it and you'll be able to watch the series live. So Will Ferrell by himself is not funny. But Will Ferrell with John C. Reilly, fucking hilarious. Oh, hold up. Let's see what we got. Oh. Okay. Like, Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly were a tour de force as a comedy duo. And I really wanted them to do more awkward comedy. Kind of like in the same way, or in the same vein as Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule. Like, Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule will always be, like, one of the funniest fucking shows I've ever seen. And, like, especially when they were, like, 2-minute segment. Alright, did you like Talladega Nights? Come on, bro. Like, Step Brothers is infinitely quotable, and that makes the movie for me. Okay, you know what? That I'll accept. that it's like, okay, maybe not everything lands, but I loved when they were fucking with the one brother, like to make it so it was impossible to sell the home. Like when they were dressed up as the Klan member and Hitler, like mowing the lawn. Hey neighbor, we're really friendly. Oh, hello. There we go. We'll have him rise from the dead. There we go. Oh, connecting audio.
I don't know what the fuck happened. The whole thing fucking crashed on me. God damn it. I hate Zoom.
Yeah. No, but Jim Jones, world's greatest boxer. He knocked out 939 people with one punch.
Gentleman Jim Jones?
No. One punch.
No, Gentleman Jim Jones, back from the old-timey boxing.
Back whenever boxing was still a civilized sport.
It still is. It still is. That's why they have gloves. I mean, have you
No,
been
gloves
watching
actually make
bare
it more
knuckle fights
barbaric.
that are happening right now? The George Masvidal game bred stuff is fantastic. The shit that's happening with bare knuckle fighting is unbelievable. And I'm also a martial arts practitioner, so
Oh, okay. Yeah, in bare knuckle boxing, I see as a more of a gentleman's sport because with professional
gentlemen
boxing,
sport. Get the fuck out of here. It's a thug sport. It's a thug sport. Oh, can I swear?
yeah, you can swear. Uh,
Let's get back to the horror, man. We were
all right.
talking about something really cool,
Oh
and then I had
fuck.
all this fucking
All
shit
right. All right.
happen.
So,
Sorry, friends at home. Wait, let me get my Pope hat right.
all right. So it'll likely drop us real quick, but that's okay because we're just gonna make a new Zoom call and just do it that way because it's showing that I have like 9 minutes, so we're fine. All right. So we were talking about the controversial character or people of the 90s. So the mainstream was your Marilyn Manson's, Rob Zombies, things
No,
like
they're
that.
not mainstream. Back in the 90s, Marilyn Manson was being persecuted as why the Columbine shootings happened.
So that
Rob Zombie was counterculture. He was not a person that was mainstream at all. I worked for Marilyn Manson on the Mechanical Animals tour. I did set design. I did concept illustrations for the props for his tour. I was a big Marilyn Manson fan. And also Rob Zombie, I worked for him setting up it didn't happen. It didn't happen. When I ran Glenn Danzig's comic book company, Verotic, I was in charge of Verotic. And one of the things we were working on was a comic book store that would travel with Glenn on tour. And so the store, like his money management people, fought it really hard. They didn't believe in it at all. But the demographics for comic book readers match the demographics for heavy metal fans. So with Glenn, we set up the Verotic store that went with Glenn on tour. And by the end of the tour, they made as much money as the t-shirt booth. And so Rob Zombie came to me during the Hellbilly Deluxe tour when he first went solo, and he wanted to set up a whole trade paperback store that would sell comic books on tour. And I talked to everybody. I talked to Image, I talked to Marvel, I talked to DC, but they're fucking morons. They're fucking idiots. And they'd rather spend fucking $15,000 or $20,000 at a comic convention where they sell nothing, or versus spending some of that money and having a store on tour with Rob Zombie that fucking advances and gets more readership and gets your books out there. Nah. The comic book industry is fucked because of the leaders in the industry, which I would say would be Marvel, definitely Marvel, because Marvel hates independent comics.
yeah.
DC Comics is owned by Time Warner, so they hate independent comics. Image is the only real major independent publisher, and Dark Horse Comics, they used to be for indies, but they actually lie to fans and they lie to retailers in a way to boost their sales. That's a whole other story.
So I like the fact that you mentioned Image, and I'm gonna address chat real quick. Slime was like, I was 30 before anyone told me the truth about Manson's ribs. That old rumor about him removing a rib.
Charles Manson?
No, Marilyn Manson.
He didn't remove a rib. Get the
I
fuck out of here. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? Why the fuck would he even remove a rib? What the fuck?
it was to give himself head. That was the story. That was the story. Like,
I worked with Ron Jeremy, okay?
but
How about this? Why would you undergo surgery to suck your own cock? Now, I know that sounds like it's a funny joke, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm a heterosexual male, and the last thing I want to taste is cum. And then you're saying that I'm going to go get a rib removed so I could suck my own cum? Fuck you. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. You're a lying asshole. Now, if you told me about Marilyn Manson's addiction to Vicodin, yeah, we could have that actual discussion. But this bullshit that are you kidding me? He was never known as an acrobat or a fucking gymnast or even being flexible or anything like that. He's a weird guy that put on fishnets and put on a different contact. He had to do that affectation. I had to put in a different contact so I look spooky because I'm not actually spooky. So I had to put this contact in. And then I had to put all this makeup on. I had to put this makeup on so I look so spooky. He's not sucking his own dick, assholes. What the fuck? Jesus.
Yeah, you have to remember
stupid thing to believe. Get the fuck out of here.
It was the rumor that you always heard, like we always heard in middle school. Like, if you were into
how old are you, Ned?
I'm 36.
So you're 36. So you were indoctrinated with this bullshit. What the fuck? Are you serious? Who is that hungry for their own cum that they're going to have a rib removed? What moron made this rumor up? What fucking retard, idiot, jagoff, asshole made this up? Who the fuck is going to get a rib removed so they can suck their own cock? Get the fuck out of here. Your own cum? What the fuck? Cum tastes terrible as it is. It's horrible. If you've ever, okay, if you're gay and you like it, cool, good for you. I'm a hetero. Don't like the taste of cum. No, thank you. Don't snowball me. It's not cool. It's not fun. No. Also, don't bite me. I know I'm a horror guy, and I've had some women bite me, and they think that I'm into that, but do not bite me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Stop with your projection, you weirdos. So whoever made up that rumor about Marilyn Manson removing his own rib to fucking suck his own cock and eat his own cum, that person's talking about themselves.
They have to be, like, I swear.
No, they are. They are. There's no goddamn way. There's no way when you've got that many people volunteering to suck your cock that you're going to have a rib removed to have yourself suck it. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
it's dumb, man. It's dumb. It's dumb as fuck. I can't even believe this is on the internet. It's so fucking stupid.
It is. But whenever you're like 11 years old and you hear that, you're like, what the
Think
fuck?
about it, man. Do you jack off and go, oh, my own cum tastes so good. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Who made that up? What asshole? That's a pervert. Whoever made that shit up is the pervert. Whoever started that rumor, that's a serious pervert, ladies and gentlemen.
That is someone that we need to have the we just need to see their search histories. Manson acknowledged the rumor in his autobiography. No, but you had mentioned Image Comics, and listen here, Zoom.
Did my video disappear again?
Yes, you did.
Son of a bitch! God damn it! Okay, well we gotta take a break anyway. We've only got 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining.
Exactly.
Let's take a break on this recording and come back to this.
Exactly.
And I will try to figure out this goddamn beefy fucking camera. Plus, I need a reload. I gotta go get more rum and coke.
All right, so we'll be back in like 10.
No, like 5.
5. Okay. All right. Got you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end this one. All right. So this is fucking exciting. I hate the fact that we have to do it on Zoom, but this is really exciting. And just having someone that is this animated is making me really happy. But yeah, that whole rumor, you know, we were dumb kids without internet, and it was like one kid in school that had internet, you know, who heard it from somebody else. Like, it had to have come from like that, like those Angel Fire sites and like Earthlink or whatever it was from like the mid to late 90s. We all trusted the wrong goddamn people. That's the fucking catch in all of this. That's the big catch here. Oh my god. I acknowledge the rumor. If I really got my words moved, I would have been busy sucking my own dick on the Wonder Years instead of chasing Winnie Cooper. Dead. Alright, cool. Let me go ahead. Oh my god, that's so good. Okay, alright. Oh yeah, back here. Let me make the new meeting. New meeting. Make sure my audio is set to toner. Yeah. Bitch. Boop. And a boop. Send the invite code, motherfucker. Boom. Alright, there we go. But yeah, that was the big deal right there, is that we just listened to the wrong people. But to be fair, we were children when we were told all this, so you know, we have very active imaginations. We're like, oh yeah, or I shouldn't say active imaginations. That's not about it. We're susceptible to the bullshit as children. And we're like, oh yeah, that sounds believable, because you don't want to be that guy that's just like, oh yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and argue that point. Yeah, because you're like 12. You're like 12, 11 years old. You're not gonna fucking argue. Because each side's arguments, like in hindsight, were absolute dog shit. Like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. I mean, you really can't, but, you know. But yeah, I think what we'll do here is, my ears have been trying to pop for days, and they'll do it every once in a while, but fuck. But, yeah, we're going to get back in an interview once he joins back in. We're going to chat more about the comics, because I want to keep that Image Comics thing in mind, because, you know, I want to bring up another comic book company that was affiliated with Image, and I was a little sad to see it fold, but anyway. And then, yeah, because we went into the creation of American Horrors, which is fantastic. You know, him and his late wife started it. That's so fucking badass. And I really like the fact that the trailers that are on the series or on the app, or the all the stuff that's on the app, are movies that he wants to see. And he has the trailer as a teaser for not just us but himself as well. And I think that is fucking awesome. And there's like and it gives us like a level of transparency of the fandom he has. So I just saw your other picture there, Slime. Far from that door ticket. Oh shit! Right. Is that link not working? Okay. Hold up. Oh shit! Because I sent it to 0. Because he's gonna potentially set me up with another one of his friends that is actually doing an album release party tonight. So if you're gonna be up late tonight, highly recommend checking out his channel, Big Empty Zero, friend of the channel, longtime friend of the channel actually, and he was actually episode 1 for the people that have been around since day 1. All right, that should be good. Aha! Excellent. All right. All right. Testing.
Sorry
testing.
about that, Ned. I've been enduring all these weird technical difficulties as we go from StreamYard to this to that to Zoom. Fans at home, thank you for sticking with us.
Absolutely, and again, I appreciate you coming on to the show. You have been one of the people that I've wanted to get on this show for quite a while, and it was actually the guys from NPRmageddon that said you should reach out to Hart Fisher. You should reach out to him.
So how do you know those NPRmageddon guys?
All right, so I am their #1 propagandist. So
for Peter and Brian?
Yeah. So I checked out the series because of the commercial on American Horrors.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what I love, man, is okay, so Peter is in this interview, and Peter Podgorski is one of the main directors at NPRmageddon. Now, I've known Peter since I think it's 2008 or 2009.
Yeah.
So I've known Peter a long time. And Peter's a very, very intelligent creator. He's a guy who does his groundwork. He has a real love of the industry and a real love of horror and a sense of history. I like Peter immensely. One of the things that really set me off on Peter is, okay, so it's 2008. We got our first TV contract to create the American Horrors TV show. Before we ever had a TV network, we were a TV show first.
Wow.
So we're there at Shriekfest at the Raleigh Studios in Los Angeles. And unlike other creators or other reporters, what normally happens is you'll get a reporter from NBC or whatever, the G4 channel or whatever, and they'll roll in and they'll be there for maybe like 45 minutes. And they'll run around, they'll get their shots, they'll talk to a couple of people, then they're fucking gone. That's not cool. That's bullshit. That's exploitive. So when American Horrors would cover your film festival, man, we're there all weekend. We're there Friday night for the party. We're there Saturday night. We're there Sunday night. We're interviewing everybody. We're checking out the films because we love horror. And so I met Peter then. And so I met Peter at Shriekfest. And he had a short horror film called Cheerbleeders.
Yes.
That was in there. And Cheerbleeders is really good. It's a really good short horror film.
It's
coming to American Horrors. It's going to be on the channel. Excellent. So I met him there, and I loved the film. And we met him on the opening night party. So we meet him on the opening night party. And I was doing a live journal blog. And I'd been doing a live journal blog for a couple of years. And I didn't think about it. I didn't really consider, I live in the moment. They talk about you got to live in the now, Hart. You got to live in the now. So I do. I live right on that bleeding edge, that cutting edge of life. And so I'd been doing this journal because I left comic books in 2004, and I wanted my comic book fans to know what the fuck am I doing? What's going on in my life? What's happening with Boneyard Press? Where'd I go? So I did this live journal blog, and there's a lot of personal stuff in there, man. I really unloaded. I'm that kind of guy. I feed out my guts like rope. I'm very honest. I'm painfully honest. I'm sorry, everybody at home, but I'm painfully honest. Uh, I feel it's easier to deal with truth than lies because my personal feeling is a lie is a time bomb that you have no control over, and it's going to blow up. A lie will always blow up on you. Ladies and gentlemen at home, when you lie, you're planting bombs that are only going to blow you up. They're going to blow you up, not somebody else, not your friends, not your family. You, your credibility, who you are as a person, they're going to blow you up, and a lie will always blow up. So I prefer truth. I prefer truth. So, Jesus, it's a hell of a thing to see these things come back on you, to see these projects like show up in your life and show up later, because Peter was part of that. So Peter shows up at the show. He met me on the opening night party. We interview him. It's on American Horrors. The show's on American Horrors. American Horrors, all day, all night, all horror. Available free on your Roku with code word AMHOR, AMHOR, or online at AmericanHorrors.net. Had to get the plug in there. So Peter and I talk at the opening night party. Then he shows up at the film festival the next day and he's like, Hart, I read your blog all night.
Oh, yeah.
What? What? I read your whole blog. I never thought about that before. I never thought about a new person coming in and reading the entire thing like a novel. Holy shit, is that I never thought about that. You think in the moment, you're like, I'm making a post, I'm making a Facebook post, I'm making a Twitter post. No one thinks about what it's like for somebody to sit down and read a year of it straight.
That is...
All you social media peeps should think about that. Go back. I'm going to offer this to everybody at home. Everybody at home, go back. Read your social media from 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Read it. And so Peter showed up and he read the whole thing. And I'm like, oh my God. But it was kind of smart. It was kind of brilliant. It's kind of where we're at in the modern age. And so we have different short horror films from Peter on the network. Murder Baby. Don't turn your back. It's Murder Baby. And he has lots of really cool stuff on the network. Videos from The Objects, which is a really cool band with the punk metal band.
Oh, yeah.
Lead singer is this chick, a black chick with a mohawk. Really awesome. And so Peter brought me into NPRmageddon because he already knew me as a person.
Yeah, so whenever you popped up on the show, because like I got in around episode 2, I want to say, because like there was the first episode that was released in like January of... No, it wasn't January of 22 it dropped?
That was
like,
last year. It was last year. What they did is, okay, what they were going to originally do, and I'm really happy with Peter for this, they were originally going to do the show where they were going to dump it like a Netflix thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, Peter, you can't do that, man, because there's no
no
dump it all out at one time. You take a big shit, and that's it. Oh my God, it's a stinky shit. Oh, look at that big shit. Oh, look at that big pile of crap in the middle of the road. And it's over. It's over. No one talks about it. So the guys at NPRmageddon were really smart and prescient. They really listened to me about the marketing. Like, guys, if you release an episode a month or an episode every couple of weeks, then you've got a serial and you've got a reason to talk about it. What'd you see this week? What'd you hear this week? And you got a chance to build momentum. And that's where I feel like Netflix and a lot of these companies that just dump the whole season in one fell swoop, I think it's a mistake. I think it's a mistake for you as a creator because you don't get to learn. Feedback from your fan is very important, to hear back from your audience and okay, when I released The Garbage Man, when I was editing The Garbage Man, I would screen this for people in their homes. And sometimes they knew I was the director, and sometimes they did not. But I'm listening to them.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the movie. I'm watching them, and I'm listening to the audience's response to the art. And then you fine tune it like a cook. Oh, I've got too much paprika in here. Oh my God, I put far too much fucking salt in here. I got to back it off. And that's that process. And I think that NPRmageddon, a lot of people don't know that these guys came up with this. I moved out of Los Angeles in 2015 to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. And so they already cast me in my role in 2015.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah, and then released the series almost 7 years later, because they wanted to make sure that they made a perfect series, which they did, which they fucking did. From the first episode to the ending, where I don't want to give anything away on this series because it's so fucking
Okay,
good.
so you're not telling people at home. For people at home who have not heard this, hi, I'm Hart D. Fisher from NPRmageddon. Let me tell you what this is about. It's the last NPR station at the end of the world in the last city on earth, Los Angeles. We don't know what happened to the other cities in the world. We don't know. We only know that we're in the last city in America, Los Angeles. And this is the last NPR radio station. And Brian's voice is the glue. He holds the whole thing together. And for people at home who don't know, NPRmageddon has over 80 different voice actors. It is a radio play. It's a radio play. And what's fantastic about NPRmageddon is it exists in your mind. So that's what I like about radio. Like, okay, I like the Joe Rogan podcast. I fucking love it. And I have my own radio show, Heart Attack Radio. And when I did Heart Attack Radio, I resisted having a video component so that we could only focus on what we're saying,
Yeah.
our mouths. We didn't have to worry about the stupid hat, the sunglasses. How does my hair look? Is my hair look okay? Is my hair okay, Ned? Is my hair okay? You son of a bitch! You get what I'm saying? Like, video changes the game. So when you're on radio, you exist in their head. And I like that. I like that a lot. And Brian and Peter had this and wanted me on NPRmageddon from 2015. So we got to give those guys credit.
Absolutely.
They've been working on this for years. And why? Because why release a piece of shit? Why are you going to release a piece of shit? It's better to hold that shit until it's ready to come out.
Yeah.
I'm in that problem right now with my Build a Bull omnibus. I've got an omnibus of my character, Build a Bull. I've been working on it for about a year and a half. And people are like, why the fuck isn't it out? It ain't ready yet, motherfucker. The water didn't boil. The lasagna's not ready. The pizza's not done in the oven, asshole. It's going to take the time it takes. And so my respect to Peter and Brian is, God damn it, they took the time it took to make a good product, to make an amazing radio play. Peter's an amazing filmmaker. Brian is not, as far as I know, Brian's not a filmmaker, but Peter is. And
Yeah.
Peter's a really good director. And it takes a lot of patience to let the stew cook. And that's what they did with NPRmageddon. So when I recorded my role for them, they already imagined my role years ago, like years ago. So when I recorded it, they cast me in 2015. I had to leave LA to move to Lake Geneva. 2018, I'm back in Los Angeles for my late wife's memorial. My wife, Wakako Kawagoshi Fisher, passed away in January of 2018. I went back to LA to have a memorial for her with our friends in Los Angeles. All her friends, all our friends. We did it at the CIA bar owned by Carl Crew, the guy who played Jeffrey Dahmer in the Jeffrey Dahmer movies back in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a place that we had our first Christmas special for American Horrors. We had a friend of mine, Neil, come out and did a show and sang the most moving part of my wife's memorial was the Rainbow Connection. Neil sang Kermit the Frog from Muppet Show, the Rainbow Connection. And oh man, it's getting me even now as I talk to you with these goddamn sunglasses on. It's fucking getting me. But that's what we did. And so the day after my wife's memorial, the day after I hosted her memorial at this bar, I recorded my role in NPRmageddon in one bang. One thing.
That is phenomenal. Like, so you were one of the. I mean, everything about that series or about that series it are highlights. Like, everyone there is a fucking highlight, and like your character, the twists and turns that your character has, especially towards the end, like that show is so dangerous.
It drives me nuts that they keep calling me a terrorist. I'm like, God damn it! In this day and age, you fucking jagoffs are fucking my name in the media sphere. Hart D. Fisher, terrorist at large. You fucking assholes, Peter, Brian, you cocksuckers, you fucking bastards. I already have enough fucking legal problems without this notion of me being some kind of terrorist. You bastards.
Hey, all publicity is good publicity.
No, not when you're a terrorist. Fuck you. Fuck you, Ned. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you, bro.
Oh my god.
Those guys
your
are
line
great.
delivery in that series was, it was authentic because it was just you. Essentially, you had your base script and you riffed with it, and so like, okay, we're gonna adjust as we go along. Because I should also mention I had them on. It was like episode 3 or 4 of Evil is Live, and I had them on, and like they are an absolute delightful duo. They play off of each other so well. They know how
Brian's got that radio voice.
Oh yeah, he does. He does. Absolutely he does. And because I deal with multiple kinds of people, and you're definitely very animated, much like how Peter and Brian were. But it's like taking both sets of
Brian
energy.
and Peter are not animated. They showed up on Heart Attack, and they looked like they were like the guys that were let the Blues Brothers loose from Joliet.
So that's what they looked like. But we were cutting it up on the episode I did. Like, I watched your episode with them because it
Heart Attack.
Of Heart Attack. Did it premiere that Saturday, or has it replayed, or was that a replay?
It premiered that Friday night, and it played over the weekend.
That's right.
And we're doing Heart Attack on American Horrors like once a month, the last Friday of the month. Lining up, I've got a pretty interesting thing exposing some scams in horror involving the face of horror.
There's a million faces of horror. Let's.
No, the one with Kane Hodder. It's a whole online contest.
Oh yeah,
I've been working with this guy Travis from Heroes Realm to expose the scam, expose the bullshit. It's not about Kane. It's about the producers behind it. But that's going to be on the next Heart Attack, which will be on the last Friday of November.
Last Friday of November? Hell yeah! Okay.
Only on American Horrors. American Horrors. AmericanHorrors.net or American Horrors on Roku.
I also want to, we're going to do a back-to-back plug here. If you have someone in your life or someone that you're a big fan of that is a creative type, whether they're a filmmaker, a musician, a writer, a comic book artist, or content creator in general, send them my way. I want to feature them on this series. I want independent creators. I want folks that are bringing something different to to the world. And we're definitely getting that with Hart Fisher, who's been doing this for I don't know, almost like 30 plus years. 30 plus.
Definitely 30 years, guys. I started Boneyard Press in 1991.
That's fucking insane. Because like I feel like because I obviously grew up through the 90s. I feel like I've heard the name Hart Fisher before, like throughout the 90s.
Well,
But
in
it
the
was
90s, I did the Jeffrey Dahmer comics, right?
right.
Then I did Rush Limbaugh Must Die. Uh,
Yes.
and Rush Limbaugh gave me a thumbs up on the air. I did Sally Jesse, Jerry Springer, Sally Jesse Raphael, CNN Headline News. I'm in the documentary Murder by Numbers from CNN. I'm in all this stuff. American Scary, which is a really cool documentary about horror hosts. American Scary is a good one to track down. And also John Borowski's. John Borowski is, I feel, the best director about serial killers. A lot of people are fans of the Berlingers from the HBO series and a lot of the stuff they do at Netflix. But I'm going to say no, it's Chicago filmmaker John Borowski. And I'm a subject in his film Serial Killer Culture. And we talk about all the people involved in serial killer culture. My friends used to sell John Wayne Gacy paintings. My friends were involved in representing art for several serial killers. Uh, in the comic book Snuff, we published a book, a short story written by Richard Ramirez, The Night
Wow.
Stalker. We did an Ed Gein book. We did a Richard Speck book. We did a book about the death of Brandon Lee. Uh, at Boneyard Press, I think we know a lot about death. And so we've been very honest about it. We've written a lot of these books. And I'm about ready to release my own collection of Jeffrey Dahmer books that I did. The thing that really put me on the map was these things I did about Jeffrey Dahmer. So the big book of Dahmer is available on Indiegogo now for pre-order. We're about to go to print with it really soon.
Oh
It's
wow.
all the Jeffrey Dahmer books in one pile. And so we did the biography, and that was meant as just an innocuous biography. Then I had people sue me. I had people try to put me in jail. The police wanted me to leave town. All of a sudden, it went bananas. And we're talking about a book I went to the public library to do research with. It's not like I fucking lied to victims' families or fucked them over. I went
Yeah.
to the public library as a good student should. Ladies and gentlemen, support your local library. I'm a big fan of the library. Support them. They're fantastic. I used to hide from bullies in the library. Oh, gee, Hart Fisher was bullied? Yes, I was. I was once upon a vulnerable young child, like everybody, every other geek out there. I got beat up in alleys. I got beat up on the streets. I got beat up and mugged in front of my local police shop.
God damn. But I
Ned, let's get back to a question. Otherwise, I'm going to hijack your fucking show, you jagoff.
all right. So, I wanted to harken back to when we were talking about Image Comics. So with Image Comics, Image Comics was a huge influence on me because I was reading Spawn well before I should have been. I got it. I
I
got into
think so
like
because I
the
don't think Spawn's a very mature book. I always thought Spawn was a very immature book with a lot of violence.
the content itself is definitely something well beyond a child in the single digits of age. Because you start off with the story of Billy Kincaid, the child predator, and you know that, and I got into that series, and so Todd McFarlane stayed as an influence with me, and then I found out about Devil's Due Production, if you recall that company.
I know who they are.
So Devil's
How could I not? I'm Hart Fisher.
I, but they released a series, and it's horror related, called Hack Slash. So
I know the creators. They're fans of mine.
yeah,
The creators of Hack and Slash are fans of my work. I remember when they first came out with their book. That's one of the great things about being an artist, okay? One of the really beautiful things is when you get to influence people. And then later on, there's other generations of artists and creators, and they come up and they're like, man, I grew up reading Bill the Bull. I grew up reading Dark Angel. And okay, there's a certain set of people that'll be like, oh, fuck you, you're ripping me off. And there's my side, like, welcome to the party.
yeah,
Awesome. I can't wait to see what you do next. Did you like my work? That's awesome. I want to see you go further. I want you to take my baton in the race and go further down the road. That's where I come from as a creator. A lot of creators can be very jealous and they feel like, oh, you stole the flame from me. You stole the spotlight from me. I don't feel that way. I'm a reader. I'm a fan. So what I want to see is I want you to go out and I want you, the fan, to make something awesome that I want to read because I had that. I've been blessed enough to have that in my life. So I go to South by Southwest Film Festival. I'm a guest. It's 2011, and I'm going to be on a panel with fucking Phil Anselmo from goddamn Pantera. And I'm a huge fan, but I'm a bigger fan of his other band, Down.
Yeah.
And so I get there and I find out you got my books on your shelf? And then his girlfriend comes up and she's like, don't let Phil tell you he's a bigger fan of yours than me. I've got both your books. Phil's only got one book. Dude, that's the real life. It's not about Instagram influencers. It's about like, holy shit. Phil Anselmo has my book on his shelf, but his girlfriend is / wife. She's got both. Ha! Holy shit, I won. And to me, that's the winning circle, not I sold 50 million copies. A lot of people are hung up on that. No, I'm not hung up on that. I'm hung up on doing a really good book. I want to do good work. Boneyard Press and American Horrors. Okay, I turned down a lot of advertising that could make me a lot of money. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So for everybody out there who's watching, who hears this interview, hi, I'm Hart. I turned down money so you don't have to watch starving dog ads, starving kid ads, or all the poison ads that are on mainstream media. There's no ad trying to tell you, take this pill.
There is one commercial though. The dude, like, anytime the commercial comes on, like,
Brooks Night Guard.
Yes, that dude is so fucking intense.
The Brooks Night Guard.
Yes,
that keeps me giving. I'm just like, stop sucking dick. If your mouth hurts that bad that night, don't suck dick. You're sucking dick wrong, bro. If your mouth hurts that bad and you're on your knees with fucking knee pads on your knees out on the street corner and you're sucking that much cock, you're doing it wrong. Okay, so we do a show called Riffhead on American Horrors. And Riffhead is brilliant. It's done by Jeff, and it's fucking Mystery Science Theater 3000 R-rated without the little silhouettes, and it's really good. It's fucking funny. I love it. Jeff does such a great job. He's brilliant. It's really funny. And he riffed the Brooks Night Guard ad. And I'm like, dude, fuck you. We're not airing this. It's my #1 ad. It's the best performing ad on the network. All you assholes online, buy more t-shirts, buy more shit. You won't see the Brooks Night Guard ad. If you bought more shit on the website, you wouldn't see the same fucking ads, you jagoffs. So all you American Horrors fans out there, you dead tired of fucking seeing this goddamn ad? Buy a fucking shirt. Jesus Christ. How hard is it for you to buy a t-shirt? It's online. AmericanHorrors.net/shop. Buy a fucking shirt. Buy a goddamn coffee mug. Fucking show your support. The goddamn network is free. Otherwise, you're going to have to watch that Brooks Night Guard ad over and over. Or the Camp Lejeune poisoning ad, or Omega X Plus ad, or Car Shield. Here, let's get a completely useless service for your car. You're already paying for car insurance. Let us sell you on this completely useless other insurance ad. Yeah, you don't see Car Shield on my network anymore. It's garbage. It's fucking garbage. And you assholes never paid for any of it. So if you want to help me with the ads on American Horrors, go to AmericanHorrors.net/shop, you fucking jagoffs, and buy some fucking shirts. Buy some coffee mugs, some fucking totes, some mouse pads. I don't give a fuck. buy some goddamn shit and you won't see these ads.
Yeah.
Buy some shit. This shit costs a lot of money, guys. Ned, I bankrupted myself upgrading the network. I'm drinking Admiral Nelson rum.
Ooh.
If you're an alcoholic like I am, Admiral Nelson is some cheap fucking rum. Why? And I'm buying it from the local, oh my God, I'm going to say it, the local Latino store in Delavan, because it's $2 cheaper, God damn it. So I can afford to fucking do the American Horrors channel because it's expensive as hell, man. It costs a lot of fucking money. I'm not driving a Lamborghini. I'm wearing this stupid hat.
If you live closer, I'd buy you a drink. If you live closer,
You should. Buy a book, you'll be buying me a drink. Buy a comic book from AmericanHorrors.net/shop. Currently, Boneyard Mystery Box. We like the Boneyard Mystery Box, or Dark Angel, or Flowers on the Razor Wire, or My True Crime Book, An American Horror Story. Now that's dark. I don't know if they're ready for that one.
I will recommend anyone going to AmericanHorrors.net to buy one of everything. Honestly, you won't be disappointed. But I wanted to ask, do you still do conventions? You know, do you still like hit up conventions, or is that kind of like gone to the wayside
Yes,
because
I
you're
do.
focusing on American
I
Horrors and you
do
folks?
do conventions, but I won't slut myself out. Uh, okay, look, I'm ready to do shows. I had to retire from comic conventions when my wife was dying of cancer. When she was dying of colon cancer, I was her sole caregiver. So I had to like walk away from movie roles and acting and doing public appearances. So now it's many years later, I've recovered from this loss and I'm ready to go back out into the public and do these things. But uh, I'm not going to appear. How do I put this? This is a tough way to put it. I want to come out to the shows. I want to sign autographs. I sign for free. I don't charge money for my autograph.
Yeah.
My autograph is free. Just buy the book. Buy the book. And if I'm there, hey, I'll sign it. I like the support. I really appreciate the support. Doing mail order, we do this Boneyard Mystery Box. So right now on the website, we have the Boneyard Mystery Box. Well, what the fuck is that? Well, that's like 11 to 14 different comics based on their damage. And some of them are reader copies. Like some of them are Gerard Way's On Raven's Wings books.
Oh wow.
My Chemical Romance. Some of them are stuff I did with Danzig. And so I throw a lot of random stuff in there, different buttons, different tchotchkes, different old posters, different cool stuff I've got lying around from the history of Boneyard. So every box is a little different. So I highly recommend the Boneyard Mystery Box because it's a cool way to introduce yourself to the library without paying eBay prices.
Yeah.
These are super collectible books, like the books you get from me. Hi, I'm the publisher. This isn't a resale. Sorry, guys. I'm the guy who printed it. It's not a resale. It didn't go through a distributor. It didn't ship to a warehouse and then go to the store and then show up here and then show up in somebody's box. No. A lot of the poetry books, like my poetry collection, Still Dead, that stuff is in the original packaging from the printer, from Brenner Printing in Texas.
Wow.
So, and that's printed in 1998. So when you order Still Dead from the website, you're getting it from the original packaging from 1998, right from the goddamn printer, guys. This is not a comic book store hard sell. These are the original printings from 1998, man. God, what is that? That's 25 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
God damn it, Slime. My mom died in 1998, and she's still dead. God damn it.
See, there you go. And then the funny thing with Still Dead was, okay, so Still Dead, in 1998, I faked my death for April Fool's Day. So on April Fool's Day of 1998, I was dead for about a week leading into the holiday. We had a bunch of friends of mine, Joe Janofsky, the guys at Samson West Advertising. We all faked my death. And then in May, my second collection of poetry came out, Still Dead.
Oh, wow.
Now that was not part. It was not a lot of people think I did the April Fool's prank as a publicity stunt for the poetry book. Nah, no, I'm not that smart. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not that smart.
Oh, okay. All right, Slime. We'll talk about it. She said, I'm still mad at Ned for faking his death now, and now I'm mad at you for faking your death. Okay,
Ned,
so
did you fake your death?
I did. So back in the
No,
day,
so when I faked my death, my mom was in on it, my dad was in on it, my bosses at my ad agency were in on it. I called up Brian Polito at Chaos Comics because I was writing for Chaos in a bunch of projects for them, and I let Brian know, like, Brian, I'm not dead. We're playing a prank. The Comics Journal and the Comic Buyer's Guide teamed up to figure out the reality of my death, and so the week that I was dead, all my friends and I were all on the message boards provoking people. One of my favorites was one of my friends like, Hart owes me money. Son of a bitch. He's fucking dead. How am I going to get my money back? This bastard. What am I going to do? And everybody jumped on him like, you're a prick. How could you ask for that? What the fuck is wrong with you? And then my other friend went on and he said that I killed myself because of my drug addiction and my hooker addiction. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never been a drug guy. I've never been a druggy guy. I've never done cocaine. I've never done methamphetamine. I've never done any of that crap, guys. No LSD, none of that garbage. I'm crazy enough as it is, and I never smoked a joint till I was 31. I'm 54 now.
So around here, pot has been legalized. I've been, on medicinal, but I do the edibles because I quit smoking, and I don't want to inhale anything ever other than air again. But
Well, when did you start smoking, Ned?
I started smoking when I was like 16.
And that's a mistake.
Yeah, it
Okay,
was.
ladies and gentlemen at home, listen to me. Listen to me. Hi, I'm Hart D. Fisher, evil motherfucker, director of pornography, banged tons of hot chicks, partied with all the rock stars, did all the bad stuff. I'm telling you right now, your brains are developing when you're a teenager.
Oh, yeah.
It's the truth. Forget about all this crap that the government's trying to sell you. Hi, I'm Hart. I'm the sinner. I'm the devil. I'm telling you the truth here. Your brain does not stop developing till you're 24, 25. If you're in high school and you smoke marijuana, you can't remember you can't remember anything because that's how marijuana works. Okay. It affects your short-term memory. So if you're stoned in history class, you ain't gonna remember shit. If you're stoned in this class, ain't gonna remember shit. If you're stoned in this class, oh, you ain't gonna remember shit. And I'm gonna say something that the mainstream won't tell you. Okay, if you're dumb and you smoke weed, you're really fucking dumb. If you're super smart and you smoke some weed, you're just a little dumb. Okay, that's the way this works, guys. They won't tell you this. Marijuana restricts your brain level. So if your brain is already fucking restricted, if you're already fucking stupid, then yeah, that marijuana is going to make you really fucking dumb. If you take the methamphetamine, all it means is you're a dumb person making dumb mistakes really fast.
I was
Okay?
waiting for that. I was waiting for that punchline.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Cocaine's for losers. Hi, I'm Hart D. Fisher. I've fucked more pussy than you're ever gonna fucking see. Cocaine is for losers. It's for losers. Cocaine, methamphetamine, it's loser talk. Okay, a little bit of weed, that's okay. That's a party drug. That's fun. That helps you out. It helps with inflammation in your knuckles. Helps with your mind. Helps with anxiety. That's good stuff. Cocaine, methamphetamine, no good.
Look, I'm going
Oh,
to.
Hart D. Fisher's drug talk is over.
So, I will say this. I thoroughly enjoy getting hella stoned and putting on American Horrors. And I have a great fucking time, and I will recommend everyone to.
Okay, so Ned, help me out. Why do you like American Horrors?
So, one thing that actually added to my enjoyment of it, when you mentioned the like the trailers that you would get a hold of, that that you want to get the rights to show these movies, and you have these trailers up because you want to see them too. And so you have these trailers up to be like, hey, this is what I'm working on, motherfucker. Check it out. This is what I'm trying to get for you, the audience, and for myself, to be completely honest. And that made, brought like additional excitement for me. And then, kind of seeing these older movies that in other ways I would have never had access to watch any of them. And it gives you that feeling of like early cable nostalgia, or like late 80s to like mid 90s, being up at 3 a.m. flipping channels, and you're finding all sorts of weird shit to watch, and you're like, this is so fucking cool. And there's like some moments where you're like, oh, this is borderline pornography. All right.
It's not borderline pornography. I worked in porn, goddammit. I know what the fuck porn is. I'm a pornographer. I'm a porn professional. So I know what softcore porn is because I fucking cut it. So
Fuck! This fucking site, man. Oh my god. He's like the OxyClean guy, but for porn. I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying on this one. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. It's this guy.
All right, dude. So I was in middle rant. Help me.
All right, so we were talking about why I enjoy American Horrors, where you get like this wild variety, and then the music videos. Like there was this one music video, like I really wish that this band, I can't remember what the fuck they were called, but like they of course had like the full like leather and stud, like the flames, the fucking like inverted.
Like the Ramones.
Who was it?
You're talking about Calabrese.
Yes, where they had
Which
like
video?
the like old dude getting crucified and shit.
Oh, dude, that's Demiser.
Yeah.
Hook and Torment.
Yeah, so
that was on recently. That was from the American Horrors Film Festival, and has the dude like a total Pope looking guy, old guy, and these metal dudes get him.
Yeah, like honestly, I want to check out more from this band because like the sound, the sound levels on the video, I don't know if it was that recording or if that's how they just record. Everything.
Or it might be what you're getting from your device. Like, how do you watch American Horrors?
So I have a Roku TV.
I do too.
Yeah.
So are you doing it Wi-Fi or are you doing it via Ethernet?
I'm doing Wi-Fi.
Okay, I've noticed, like for myself, okay, for me, since I'm a completist, I check out American Horrors on multiple levels. Okay, so as the guy who owns American Horrors, my channel's running all the time. It's on all the time. So I have it on multiple Roku stick, Roku 4K, Roku this, Roku TV, on my web browser, and I'm always checking, okay? Because I need to know the experience because American Horrors is really important to me. Doing the TV channel, man, it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. I love it. It's really important to me. If I'm bored, I know my fans are bored. I run the network as if I'm the consumer. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying that as a lazy person. I'm saying that
No.
as an angry young horror fan. So for me doing like having the God, Captain Kirk, the William Shatner tarantula film. What the fuck is it called? Jesus. It's killing me. I'm having a brain fart. Sorry, guys. I've been drinking lots of rum and cokes, and before I got here, I was drinking vodka gimlets with my friend the judge. So before I did the show every Friday in the afternoon, I have drinks with a friend of mine who's a judge in Cook County, Illinois, high-level judge. Always good to have those friends.
Oh,
Hi, Paul.
Earth versus spiders. So
Oh yeah, you
so
got guys like popping up on your screen. Are we live?
yeah, we're live right now. So
Hey,
uh,
fuckers!
we're on. So I broadcast this on Twitch. That's why I do. I was saying I do everything live. I fly by the seat of my pants, and I just roll with it. And because it's all about like the improv. It's about the being able to make do with what you have. Because that's all I ever wanted to do. I wanted to make this
Even in
the
my
most.
weird camera, I've got this. Okay, so the camera I'm using right now, right here. Hi, this is my camera. It was a gift from Ash Hamilton's son. Ash Hamilton is the director of Holes in the Sky, and he's had a bunch of different films in the American Horror Film Fest. So he came out to help me out with some computer problems. Came up here. He's an Illinois filmmaker. I'm in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. I'm like right there. So he came out, and so this camera is from his son, and so it's a little wiggly. Like it gets a little wiggly. Like if I move that fucking camera at all, yes, you son of a bitch, it'll disconnect and just
Yeah.
stop working. But you hear my audio, right?
Oh, clear as a bell.
Okay.
But yeah, so I have this going live on Twitch. So my buddy Heavy, I've known him for over 20 years. He is a film fanatic, especially when it comes to creature features. He has seen every shark movie known to man. So even like the shittiest shark puppet movies, he's seen it. He's seen it twice.
Has he seen Burt Reynolds, Burt Reynolds, Man Eater?
Burt Reynolds, Maneater, Heavy. I'm
Directed by Sam Fuller.
He'll likely get back to us because there's of course like a couple second delay with the chat, and then
It's got to take time to think about it. But we played Man Eater on American Horrors, and it's a shark movie with Burt Reynolds, and it's directed by the legendary filmmaker Samuel Fuller. Samuel Fuller, a lot of people may know him from The Big Red One with Lee Marvin and Mark Hamill, a great war movie. But he's an amazing genre director, and that's what I really love about American Horrors is I get to show you guys at home a lot of horror films that you never heard of.
Yeah, that's the other
takeaway.
It's I'm seeing things that I never would have had a chance to see. And most of the stuff I'll never learn the name of because it just pops up on on the.
Well, we don't have a guide. Okay, so a lot of people go, Hart, why don't you have an electronic programming guide? But when you go to see Danzig, you don't get a set list. Yeah. When you go to Coachella and you're going to go see Daft Punk, you don't get a set list. I'll bring it more modern. When you go see the Taylor Swift show, you don't get a set list. You came out because you knew Taylor Swift was going to give you a show. And that's what American Horrors is all about. When you listen to the radio, you don't have a set list. That's what American Horrors is about. We are the party. We are the masters of horror. We are. We totally are. There's no fucking doubt. Fuck you, Shudder. Fuck you. Fuck you, Shudder. Suck my dick, Shudder. Suck it. Suck it. Fuck you, Shudder. Fuck you in the ass, you fucking assholes. Fuck you, Shudder. They're owned by AMC. They're beholden by corporate masters. Real horror is independent. Real horror is punk rock. Real horror is outlaw country. Real horror is metal. It's not AMC. It's not AMC! Fuck you, motherfucker! It's a vendetta. This is just a job for you, Jagoffs. It's a job for you assholes at AMC. It's a job at Shudder. For me, it's a vendetta, you son of a bitch. It's a vendetta. It's a vendetta, fuckface. It's on. I'm here to kill you, Shudder. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, it's real. I'm Hart Fisher. I'm for real. I'm not a figure. I'm not a corporate fucking name. I'm Hart Fisher.
Goddamn
Sorry.
right. Now,
That's where I'm coming from.
There is that true passion for independent horror, and I love seeing it.
I buried Chiller. I buried FearNet. Fuck you, Shudder. You're next. I'm gonna bury you. Gonna bury you. Gonna bury you. Gonna fucking fill your grave.
And I like the fact that you feature not only in the older, like...
Sorry, Ned, I know you're like, how do I react to that? Holy shit, he's really passionate. How do I respond to him pissing on the grave? Because I'm sure you have Shudder guests on.
Nope.
And I'm sure you're excited about Shudder stuff, but I'm not. They're my competitors.
So I'm gonna give you some pure transparency. So I'm a very small channel. I am an independent, streamer. I started doing this because I was like, I would just want to interview people. I want to talk to people that I'm a fan of, and that I want to share the things that I like with other people. That has been a passion of mine when it comes to music, movies, video games, comic books, fucking restaurants, whatever. Like, if it's something that I thoroughly enjoy, I want to be like, hey, check this motherfucker out. You should check out this band. Oh, hey, have you heard of American Horrors? It's AmericanHorrors.net. It's also on Roku, bitch. Come check it out. It's fucking awesome.
And it's free.
It's free 99. Free 99. Can't beat that with a stick. But, I enjoy showing off these independent creators, whether I'm friends with them or I'm just fans of them. I want them to have the experience of like, hey, here's the behind the scenes of these people that make these things that I like. And, even if it's a couple of extra eyes on that person's product, that's still a couple of extra eyes. And I've done what I've wanted to do, which is, one, talk with the folks that I'm fans of, and share them with other people. So that's where all of this comes from.
It's love. I mean,
exactly.
There was no money in doing this when I started it. When I did comic books, there was no promise of riches or anything like that, especially doing independent comic books and creating your own work and marketing your own characters and going against these other folks with way bigger budgets. So this kind of thing has been in my wheelhouse my entire creative career, which is pursuing what I love. And it's part of what makes me strong is I love this channel. I mean, man, it's great that you like it. I love it. But I love the channel. I'm a consumer. So one of the great moments for me of doing the channel is, okay, I could bring a hot girl home from the bar, hop on the computer, and change the schedule to, what do I want to fuck this girl to? I want to fuck her to this movie. Honey, what movie do you want to fuck to? Oh, you want to fuck to Uninvited with the demon cat? Okay, we're going to fuck to that. I also found out from having my own television channel that the sound of my own voice was saltpeter. I found out I'm there, girls, pants are around my ankles, girls working my knob, and it's my channel playing, and it's me.
Oh, no.
It's me yammering away. I'm yammering, talking. I think it was a Gorecast interview, and it made my cock. And I found out that the sound of my own voice was saltpeter. The sound of my own voice. It wasn't like American Psycho, where like Christian Bale's like banging the whore and he's looking in the mirror and he's like making muscles and he's looking at himself like, no, that ain't me. That ain't me. No, too much heart voice. Too much heart voice.
It's definitely giving some like Howard Hughes vibes. I think that where he would call the like television channel and just be like, "Hey, stop this movie. It bores me. Let me go ahead and change it."
Well, you can't change the movie in the middle. Like one of my ground rules for myself doing
Yeah.
the American Horrors channel is I'm a fan. Like I'm a fan. So I pursue how I handle the network as a fan, like as a consumer of the content, as a fan of these shows. So for myself, I have an unwritten rule: never break programming. Like,
Yeah.
do not ever cut into a movie halfway through.
Right.
Never do that. Never do that because the fan will be pissed.
Yeah.
They won't give a fuck. They won't care. Dude, I was watching that movie, and son of a bitch, they're about to tell me who the murderer in the Rue Morgue is. What the fuck, you piece of shit? I was there. Oh, I knocked over the microphone. Sorry. Knocked over the mic. I was there. I was watching this thing the whole goddamn time, and son of a bitch, you fucking cut it off. Your fan, they're never going to forgive you, dude. That's not cool.
Yeah.
It's like you're about to come, and the chick smacks your cock. Now, I know some people like that. There are S&M people that are like, oh, yeah, smack that thing. Smack that thing. But honestly, you're about to blow your load, and then all of a sudden... So it's kind of a rule for me at American Horrors about never kill the movie. Now, I've killed like maybe the first 60 seconds of a film.
Yeah.
And it kills me every time the movie starts because I'm in a position where like sometimes I got to reboot the programming or something's happening with the software and it forces me to reboot the network.
Yeah.
And I resist it. I fight it really hard because I understand the viewer satisfaction of somebody somewhere is watching this. And it's really important to them. And that's important to me. And I don't think there's anybody else doing TV channels that feels this way. I don't think there's anybody at NBC that feels this way. I don't think anybody at Disney Plus feels this way. I don't think any of these guys are coming at it, or ladies are coming at it like, man, I'd be mad as hell if I was watching Wonder Woman 84 and it suddenly cut out the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. The other thing that I will say that is phenomenal about American Horrors is you get to see a lot of the old fucking commercials. Like seeing some of the like the first like anti drunk driving commercials. Oh my god, they were absolute classics. And then, you know, things I didn't get to see just because of advertising laws changing, like the old cigarette ads. And then, god, what was it? I think it was one of the last commercials that oh, fuck. I'm trying to remember his name now. Oh, God.
Was it the Boris Karloff Ronson Comet Lighter ad?
No, it's not Boris Karloff. It's, oh, God.
The Joe Piscopo ads?
No, he...
They're like zombies.
War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds. Orson Welles.
Oh, yeah. We will sell no wine before it's time.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
I was just talking about that today, okay? So I mentioned it earlier in the show before I came here. Fridays, I normally have a little drinky poo. Drinky.
A little drinky poo.
And I'm drinking lots of vodka. Lots of Grey Goose gimlets. And I'm drinking with a judge friend of mine. And we talk about all kinds of politics and legal issues. And different things going on with like what am I doing? And I came right here from that.
That is...
I got no segue. I'm sorry. I don't know where it was going. Man, you're killing me.
I'm dying over here. Anyway, yeah, American Horrors, it you know, whenever I got access to a...
No, Ned, we were talking about Orson Welles.
Yeah, we were talking about Orson Welles with the commercial that he
We will
did.
sell no wine before it's time. Because a lot of what I'm doing with American Horror is I'm trying to sell my experience as a child.
Yeah,
A lot of American Horrors is about what it was like for me to find these films. Like, okay, if you're watching American Horror, you're like, why are there Thai subtitles on this film?
yeah,
Because that's how the film was when I found it. I found it that way as a kid. I went looking for it.
yeah. Yeah, so that's another aspect of it. It feels like you're going through somebody's video collection. Like they have like one of those 3-hour VHS that they had set up and like
From
recorded,
Brentwood, home video.
and some of them are just like perfectly aged through time, and it's just absolutely amazing. And I swear, the more degraded it is, the better it actually turns out, because it allows you to hide a lot of things that would curse a low budget production. It
Well, what I would say is, okay, Ned, I was having my coffee clutch, my vodka clutch with Judge Paul. And so we're hanging out. We were talking about vinyl. And we're talking about the notion of a vinyl record. Okay. So people go, oh, it's analog. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Well, actually, your record was your record, and it had certain scratches and pops and bips and boops in your record. And so when you're at home, you didn't have access to Spotify, you didn't have access to YouTube. That didn't exist when I was a child. So what you had is you had your personal record collection, right? And
Yeah,
so you learned every bip and bop and pop of your vinyl album. And that's what American Horrors is, because these films aren't a pristine HD reproduction, airbrushed, every scratch is taken out. I like those scratches. I like the damage. I like the little futs in the screen from the VHS lines. Those to me are indicators of your individual experience with the horror film. And that's what American Horrors is. It's a very individual experience with horror. And it's meant to replicate that notion of analog, of your record was your record.
yeah,
What you heard on your record was different than what you heard on the radio. What you had different dust on it. I don't know if you're old enough. I had a little lint collector you'd run across your record that would collect all the dust off of it.
yeah,
You know, you had to change your needle. It depended on what record player you had. It was not the same Ziploc jack off, oh, I just got my dick sucked by the robot appeal we have now. It was more individual. And I think that American Horrors represents the perspective of a painter, because it's not just, okay, I'm going to run, I don't know, let's say, I don't know, I'm going to run a horror film. I'm going to run, what's the one with the flesh eaters? The
Flesh Eating
sci-fi
Motors.
guy.
Oh, sci-fi guy.
Rick Baker.
This is where we need Heavy. Heavy.
Where is she? Is your girlfriend's name Abby?
No, no. Heavy. He's my friend of like over 20 years. He's the one that, like, if you're vaguely trying to remember a movie, it's either going to be he or I that will be like, oh yeah, it's that movie.
It's the sci-fi one where the guy's flesh melting, and God damn it, it was Groofy's favorite film. Son of a bitch.
Okay,
I'm having a total brain fart on this.
Sci-fi melting. It's not the Incredible Melting Man, is
1979,
it?
1980s. You go to space, you come back, your body is melting, and you're eating flesh to stay alive.
It's not. Is it? Is it the Melting Man?
Yes, the Incredible Melting Man.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that one a few times, and
It's on the channel, the R-rated version, and we also have trailers for it. So that's a thing that, as a little kid, God, I always wanted to see that movie when I was a kid. I never got to see it as a kid. So to be able to play that on my TV channel is amazing. It's amazing. And to run the trailers for it, I love it. I love it. I think that my affection for this material, and I think that my dedication to finding rare material, uh, the fans know. They
yeah,
know this is not Tubi. Hi, Tubi's great and all, but it's a whore. It's a whore on the street corner, and it's going to take any dick that wants to fuck it. Okay, that's what Tubi is. That's what all these other guys are. American Horrors is steak.
American Horrors, that's steak at home.
Steak on the grill, baby. Steak
Exactly.
on the grill. Not juicy pussy at the port terminal in Pennsylvania at the train station. That is IFC. That is the competitors. That's Tubi. Hookers over by the bus station. At American Horrors, we're curators of good, interesting horror that we grew up with. I grew up with this stuff. So for me to put these channels, these shows on the channel, it's a dream come true. Now I don't think anybody at IFC can say, "Oh, it's a dream come true to do this shitty fucking show or to put on Malcolm in the Middle." Guys, you're independent film channel. Why the fuck are you playing Malcolm in the Middle? That's a Fox show. That
Yeah,
is not independent film.
yeah, that,
American Horrors, it's a different animal.
yeah.
What do you like about it?
It the fact that, well, one of the biggest factors of it is, oh hey, guess who the channel doesn't have to report to? Shareholders, or people that say, hey, you should really work towards this demographic. Instead, it's, hey, I'm putting out something that I like. I want you to come along for the ride. That would be really cool if you did. But regardless, I'm still going to be doing this because it's just out of passion. It's out of, the love of the game. It's it's also being that guy that's just like, hey, we don't gatekeep here at all. First of all, second of all, you want to see some cool shit?
You know what the gatekeeper is? Break the boards. Okay? You want to get past the gate. It's not about who you know. Break the boards. Make a good movie. You'll be on American Horrors. That's it. There's no other shit. That's it. Break the boards. Knock that guy out. It's about the quality of your work. The woke shit, fuck your woke shit. I don't care if it features a fucking pink albino midget, gay person. I don't give a fuck. Is the movie good? It
Yeah,
doesn't matter if it follows your goddamn fucking ESG campaign because we got to show that we're friendly to everybody. Fuck you guys. We have more female horror directors at American Horrors than any other horror channel. I shit you not. We have more product made by female horror directors than any other horror channel there is. Oh, suck my dick, Shutter. Oh, is that sexist? Suck it, Shutter. Suck it. Because I like the ladies. I like the work. It's about the work. Okay. At the end of the day, you could say it's about this race, it's about this political affiliation, it's about that. But when you're sitting there in a room and it's dark and you're alone, it's about the movie. It isn't about your political affiliation. It isn't about your race. It isn't about your sexuality. It's about the product flickering on the wall. And that's one of the values I got to have with the film festival by doing the American Horrors Film Festival. I got to learn that. I got to really see that. It isn't about your affiliation. Okay. At the end of the day, okay, I'll tell you this as a pornographer. Ladies at home, ladies, what your man jacks his dick off to doesn't mean that's what he's going to fuck. Okay? Fantasy is different than reality. Fantasy may feed reality, but reality feeds fantasy. You got to learn this shit. You got to grow the fuck up. So if you come home and you find out your guy's been jacking off the strap-on porn, calm down. Calm down. Relax. Chill out. It's just a thing. Okay? It's no different than you come home and you see that your husband's been watching Terrifier 2 over and over again. Does that mean that he wants to rip somebody's hands apart and torture people and slash them up with scalpels? No, it doesn't. Ned, are you feeling me on this?
I'm picking up what you're laying down. I feel you on that one.
It ain't that. So at American Horrors, I'm here to tell you, I'm into this shit.
So
I'm the guy.
I did
I'm
want to.
for real. I ain't playing. I'm serious. This is my life. This is what I do. This is my full-time fucking job. This is not a thing I'm playing at, asshole. I'm serious more than you are. I know more about horror than you do. And this is my life all day, every day. But it's horror for everyone.
Absolutely. I wanted to. My girlfriend's like, my search history is worse than Ned's.
I don't know what that means, Ned. What are you looking at for your search history?
No, her search history apparently is worse than mine.
So you're saying that your girlfriend's a dirty, dirty pervert?
She is, but it takes one to know one, I suppose.
Hey, dirty pervert. Nice to meet you.
I wanted to also, shine a little light on the guys from the Gorecast. I've recently started, because you would watch American Horrors, and if it's something that's new, I'm kind of like, am I going to give it a chance? Sometimes, but I got into the Gorecast, over the past couple months, like actually sitting down and watching full episodes or like full clips of them, and God, they are fucking hilarious. How did you come across them?
That's a good question. Okay, Gorecast. I fucking love Gorecast. I love those guys. I think they're fantastic. They suit everything that American Horror stands for. Sometimes they drive me nuts. Dude, did you see the episode where I was drunk off my ass on it?
No, I didn't see that one.
Oh, dude, it's terrible. I'm wasted. I'm smashed. I'm like that drunk on the bar stool, and I'm talking about my head attack, Max DeVille. You guys don't know Max like I know Max. You guys don't know. I love that guy. That guy's the best guy. You know when you're that fucking loaded, dude, and you're on the bar stool and you're smashed out of your mind. You don't know Max like I know Max. And I'm smashed. And it's a live interview on Gorecast. It's brutally humiliating for me.
Oh, God.
I'm smashed out of my fucking mind, dude. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's so bad. And I go back to these fucking jagoffs because they're Irish. They're Irish. They have a different perspective about this stuff than we do. And I'm like, how could you leave this on the show? You sons of bitches. How could you leave me this smashed out of my mind? You guys, I'll tell you when to say cut. I'll tell you when to say. No, we're not ready for cut. Drunk out of my fucking mind. Oh my God. And they thought it was hilarious. And I'm watching this live with my girlfriend, this new girlfriend I'm seeing. And I'm watching it live and I'm like. I'm absolutely horrified at myself. Unbelievably horrified at myself.
Oh my God.
Okay, so Ned, a candy ass pussy, well, they would have cut the show that night. I played it twice a day for a week. Just to punish myself. Just say, Hart, maybe you shouldn't be so drunk when you're on the air with these guys. I think that's a big difference between me and other publishers and other folks.
It's the fact that you're able to humiliate yourself for your audience because you're like, all
How
right,
about accept my humiliation?
yeah, you'll go ahead and accept, and just be like, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and put it out there because someone's going to find enjoyment.
No, you don't know. I called them up. I was mad as fuck, dude. Ned, I was so mad. I was fucking pissed. And I called Johnny up and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? How could you fucking leave this in there? And he's like, what? It's funny. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Fucking Johnny. Fuck. What? It's funny. It's funny, Hart. It's funny.
I feel like I need to get them on the show at some time in the future.
Oh, you should. You should talk to Johnny and Giz. They're fantastic. Hold on, let me go back to Jim Jones.
Because they, like, the Halloween special was hilarious. The little Halloween video they did, like, that turned out really, really well. And, like, they've definitely, they once you're able to, like, get into the, because when it comes to, like, traditional podcasts, it's not necessarily, something that I seek out a lot of, but...
Well, what I think Johnny and Giz are really bad at interviews, okay? I think they suck when they're interviewing somebody else. I'm really good at that. But they're really good at their own viewpoint. Like, there's times, okay, so they've had 5 seasons on American Horrors.
Yeah.
And, okay, me and the American Horrors family were close. We talk. There's people that have been fired. That happens. But we're really close. We work together very closely. And I'm very passionate and intense about what I do. And I try to shore up my filmmaker. I try to shore up their weaknesses and cater to their strengths. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so John and Giz are, I think they're comedic geniuses in a lot of ways. I think they're superstars. We've had this movie that we've been wanting to do for a long time.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
Oh, my phone says it has a text message. Well, fuck you. I'm on the air. Okay, so Johnny and Giz and I and me and my friend Trike Chemnitz from Trike's Comic Alley, we've been working on a movie. Giz, Johnny and Giz Come to America.
I'd watch that.
Oh, yeah. We've been working on this fucking thing for years. We've got a script. It involves Tokyo Sportswear, Tokyo take you to the top. Sorry. If you're an American Horrors fan, you will know what the fuck I just did. Otherwise, you're like, what kind of weirdo geek is this wearing his wife's hat?
Well, that's why we are trying to get more people in on the experience. Give it a wider appeal.
Well, okay, Ed. I don't normally get to do this. Okay, I love American Horrors. I know what I'm doing. It's a work of passion. I'm always working on the network. I'm always like, Hardee's. Do you like the Hardee's commercials that are on there?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hello, Hardee's. Hello, Hardee's. With the Frankenstein Big Mouth ad and shit, and the fucking Fun Machine, or the Tokyo Sportswear, or Sarucci, love me, Sarucci, the Sarucci clothing ads, or Sharp 80s ads, or, is there a particular ad that you've seen on the network that you like the most?
All right, so, God, what is it, the Tokyo clothing ads are really wild. The Hardee's ads are always fun. The ones that I like were the early drinking and driving ones, where like the lightning bolt strikes and they're just all skeletons in the car.
With the Michael Jackson song.
Yeah. Like I remember, like, because that commercial added or went well into like the mid '90s, and then it just kind of died off.
Well, here's the thing I would say to you,
Oh, it's
Ned,
Spencer's.
is the consumer of culture. I believe that in American Horrors, the horror channel, I think that we play more public service announcements than any other fucking network.
Yeah, that is a correct statement. 100%
Anti-cancer,
correct.
anti-drunk driving, anti-smoking, anti-drinking. I think we play more of those ads, and also anti-domestic violence.
Yeah.
No other TV channel plays this. Fuck you, Shutter. Fuck you, you fucking baggies. I'm at war with Shutter. Let's go, you fuckers. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sorry, but they don't. They don't do it. Okay, so
No,
I
they
do
don't.
the horror, but horror is so many scales. Okay, so horror has so many different levels, and that's part of why at the American Horrors television channel we play with all that.
I think
Okay,
we got a
so
I think we got a great tagline for you here. Hart Fisher, the GI Joe of the horror community.
G.I. Joe, a real American hero.
Hart D. Fisher, a real hero of American horror.
Ned, I don't think you've seen him, but I've got this Instagram account. And so when I'm on Instagram, I do a lot of videos with me and my cats.
I
And I
haven't.
use the G.I. Joe theme for Cobra
That is phenomenal. Now
all the time. And
I
one of the
have.
cats is named Hank. So it's like I'm Hart, and I have a cat named Hank, and I've got another cat named Harvey, and my girlfriend calls us the three Ha's. Ha ha ha! I'm Big Ha, and I got two little Ha's.
All right, they are about to kick us for in less than a minute here. So what we'll do is we will
Drink refresher.
Yeah, we're gonna have a refresher. Everyone, go take a piss break, and we'll be right back.
All right, awesome, fantastic. I'm having a lot of fun, Ned. Hey,
Oh,
guys at home, having a good time.
Absolutely. All right, we'll be right back.
I don't feel stupid with this hat, just a little.
Oh, this is great. Okay. All right, we'll be right back, folks. Enjoy this music. And we're back. Oh, we're waiting on, we're just waiting on, Hart to return here. Yeah, this has been absolutely phenomenal. Oh my god. Hold on. It definitely seems like one of these nights that, I don't know, we're gonna... All right, perfect. Uh-oh, this fucking jackass. Yeah. All right. We are...
What's the Star Trek, live long and prosper?
Yeah, live long and prosper.
Left-handed bitches, Trekkies. Right-handed, easy. Left-handed, nah, that's a bitch, man. Making you. There you go.
Yeah, you got to prep yourself before you do it left.
Oh, we took the pee break. We're back with more of Ned and Hart D. Fisher.
This has honestly been a really fun conversation because that at the core of the series that's what it's about. You know, great conversation and showcasing.
We love this stuff. Like okay, you're a big NPRmageddon fan. Ask me about NPRmageddon. For the family at home, people that don't know at home, NPRmageddon is a really good radio play, a classic radio play with over 80 different voice actors. I'm privileged to be part of that group. And Peter and Brian worked on this for many, many years, like at least 5 or 6 fucking years.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes to make something good, ladies and gentlemen. If you rush the stew, you're going to get crap. You're going to get garbage. But Peter and Brian, they took the time it took. They were patient. And the actors they got involved in the radio play, like Helen Allison and John Delancey and all these other amazing actors they got involved, it took time. And I commend Peter and Brian on the fact that they had the patience to sit in their deer kill and wait for that fucker. Wait for that fucker. Wait for that fucker. The kill's not here. The kill's not here. And now it's here. And I've been happy to help promote that on my network. Okay. One of the things I do with American Horrors is I do work to promote projects I'm involved in. So if you hire me to do something, I'm going to promote it on American Horrors. And I think that's a good quid pro quo.
Oh, absolutely. Give me just a moment here because my girlfriend just got back here. So I'm going to give her a...
Oh, was that whole speech wasted?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're live. We're live. Like, we're live. I'll be right back in just a minute here. So I'm going to mute myself.
As I sit here in this crazy, stupid hat, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for spending your time with me. Hi, I'm Hart D. Fisher. Hi, I'm Hart D. Fisher from American Horrors. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for listening to my stories. Thank you for putting up this crazy dude with the stupid hat on. This is my late wife's hat. My late wife, Wakako Kawagoshi Fisher, co-founded American Horrors with me. We did it together. That's a thing that's going on in the culture where they're trying to separate us and divide us. But some of the things that are most powerful is when your husband and wife comes together and they work together. Now, I know I sound like a Hallmark card, but hi, I'm Hart D. Fisher, and I'm completely sincere. I don't know if this is going anywhere. Should I stop talking, Ned? I don't know. Are we on the air?
Oh, we're still live. Everything.
So did they hear everything I said about my dead wife?
It's okay.
Everything that you said, because like I said, I just wanted to give her a proper greeting. Didn't want to make her feel like she was, just in the background,
Well, that does not facilitate future oral sex participation. One must acknowledge their partner if one wants them to contribute with a little helping.
All right, so we were talking NPRmageddon, where you've been showcasing them because they, like, so, I'm going to also, kind of harken on the fact that, being a viewer of American Horrors, I did watch the return of Heart Attack Radio, you know, and where they had the guy that did the voice of President Skullgore, like they had him dressed up and just marching around, Los Angeles, and just filming all, these quick little commercials, and the fact that they did it.
It's
during
called
the
guerrilla
pandemic.
shooting, Ned.
Yeah,
It's normal.
like it was a lot
What's
of fun.
amazing is that the actor they were dealing with, the gentleman that plays President Skullgore, he's awesome. He's fantastic.
Yeah,
And so they did not need to do all those commercials until I gave them, and I'll admit this, I gave those guys free airtime. I gave their commercials free airtime on American Horrors because I believed in the project. It wasn't just that I was in it, it was awesome. I mean, it was fucking great. And then also, I felt that all the promos they created, I felt that that added to the value of the network.
yeah,
Does that make sense?
perfect
Because
sense.
for
Yeah,
me, being the head of programming at American Horrors, I always felt that your commercials were as important as the programming.
yeah. I wholeheartedly agree, and I'm going to shamelessly promote NPRmageddon. You can check them out at nprmageddon.com.
Well, come on, we gotta fucking remember who's playing Skullgore. I've been drinking with the judge. I've been drinking vodka gimlets. Okay,
God.
so I've been drinking before I got on this goddamn show. I've been drinking Grey Goose gimlets, and they've been pouring them fucking strong. And I had at least 3 or 4 of these goddamn things before I even got on the air. So I want to apologize to my friend, the actor who's playing Colonel Skullgore on
LeJon Stewart.
President.
LeJon Stewart.
LeJean.
Yeah, there we go.
LeJean, he's a prominent black actor in Los Angeles. He's fantastic. He's one of the best parts of NPRmageddon. And for you as a fan of the NPRmageddon commercials on American Horrors, those would not have existed if they didn't have those spots on my network.
Yeah.
Because, okay, part of what I do with American Horrors is I use my position, I use the channel to facilitate cool new shit.
Yeah.
Get me? So I use the channel to facilitate more awesome stuff being made for the horror community. And so those NPRmageddon spots, I don't believe they would have ever happened if I wasn't like, Peter, I need a new spot. Where's the spot for chapter 5? Where's the pot? And those guys really listen to me. We talked a lot about marketing. It's where I'm really happy with Peter. I'm really happy with Brian. Okay, when you're a smart person, it's tough when you give out advice to other media people and they ignore you wholesalely and they fail and they fall flat on their face. So I laugh my ass off when Peter is like, why are we so popular in Germany? Because American Horrors is popular in Germany and your ads are all over the fucking network. Dude, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I'm going to toot my own goddamn horn here. What the fuck? Of course that's why you're big in Germany. And he's like, why are we in the top blah, blah podcast in the UK? Because American Horrors is big in the UK and I'm advertising the fuck out of it. And it's, okay, a lot of people say, Hart, you're just doing it to exploit the fact that you're in it. No, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm here to tell people at home that doesn't work. If you promote a garbage product, you're a garbage channel. Okay, so if you promote quality product, you're in quality product. And that's a thing that's hard for people to understand. And I've run into problems in the past. Okay, I'm in this movie, The Orphan Killer 2, Bound by Blood. and I get my head beat in with a brick by a Jason Voorhees kind of killer. It's the sequel to The Orphan Killer. The first Orphan Killer film is really goddamn good. The sequel, yeah, it's a fucking mixed bag of garbage. It's a mixed bag of garbage, and I wouldn't go out and promote it. When I was asked, like, people ask me, like, "What do you think, Hart?" It's a mixed bag of garbage, man. I can't promote this shit because if you promote, okay, you have a brand, and in this age of the internet and being able to check everything instantly, if you lie, you become a liar. Okay, you gotta stand by what you believe in. You gotta stand by what you like. And so you like American horrors. Well, so do I. I watch it. It's on my channel. My girlfriend is going to get home tonight from work, and I'm going to do the schedule after this interview, and I'm going to schedule stuff that we want to watch, that we want to sit down and watch.
I have
And
a
I don't
request.
think there's any other network out there. I don't fucking believe that there is any other fucking horror channel. I don't think there's anybody at fucking Shudder that's like, oh man, I'm going to program what I want to watch with my mom this weekend. So this weekend, I'm going to program movies that I'm going to watch with my mother. That's the difference. And that's why I'm going to kill you fuckers. It's why I'm going to drive a stake into the heart of Shudder, just like I killed fucking FearNet, just like I fucking killed Chiller, just like all those fucking fake assholes, because horror is real. Horror is sincere. Horror is very, very different than these other bullshit they're doing. And I don't think anyone can compete with the fact that the owner of American Horrors is watching the fucking channel all the time. You're bored? I'm getting bored. I got to change shit. I want to change shit. I'm a fan like you guys. And I don't think there's anybody else that brings that to the table.
No.
Ned, what do you think?
I completely agree with you because I have several other independent Roku channels, like these smaller channels that I have. Okay, there's a Grindhouse channel that I found that's live, but it's literally just movies. Like there's no personality with it. And
is it a linear streaming channel or a video rental spot? Okay, I want to make a difference here. A linear streaming channel, you turn it on, it's a faucet, it's running.
Yeah.
You don't make a choice, you don't do nothing. Turn it on, it's running. So if you call yourself a channel, but you're really a video rental store, fuck you, asshole. Fuck you. You're not a channel. You're a goddamn Blockbuster. You're a fucking Blockbuster. I gotta sit there and read everything and watch the trailer. Oh, I don't know. I gotta sit through commercials during the movie. I think Tubi's great, but you don't have any commercials during the American Horrors feature film.
Oh, absolutely not. The other one that I found was it's called like B Movie TV or something like that.
No, I work with B Movie TV.
Yeah, and so I like the fact that they'll do like variety. Like they have that, but like whenever it comes to the personalities, it feels like.
Oh no, that one Elvira chick, but she wasn't Elvira.
Oh no, that was like some shitty Tubi movie that we watched.
No, B Movie TV is run by Ken Ace Norton.
Yeah,
and Ken, he's a friend of mine. He's a friend, and I feel that we're brand partners. We work together. We talk together. We figure out like, man, I'm having this tech problem. What am I gonna do? And we talk together. I watch B Movie, and so I think that's the real graduation is when you think you're powerful enough that you can have friends. Okay,
yeah.
so Ken's a friend of ours. He's a friend of American Horrors, and we cross promote just like God. There's several of these guys, lots of these guys that we work together, and I believe in the power of cross promotion.
Yeah.
I believe in the power of the team up. I mean, isn't that what the Avengers is all about?
Yeah.
It's about the team up, combining forces, and we're indies, and so B Movie. The thing I feel about B Movie is it doesn't seem to have the same cohesive flow. It's way more chaotic. Now, I know he has branded nights and he's got branded movies,
Yeah.
but I feel that with what Ken's doing, is Ken's stuff is a lot like college radio.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it.
I
'Cause
don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think that's an insult at all. But Ken, what he's doing, and he's also making films. He's a filmmaker, and a lot of people don't know that he was a drag racer.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, that guy drove fucking drag cars. He's a cool dude. Ken's a really cool dude. I love bmovie.com. I think they're fantastic. They're a great brand partner with American Horrors. Just it's a different vibe, and I think college radio is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it. Because you definitely see that there's a lot of passion behind it, and the only possible critique that I have for it is they like the presentations that they do before, when they're like either talking about the film beforehand or like the mid-film break where they'll talk about portions of the film. Like there needs to be like some excitement. Like we need excitement in the presentation, because whenever Hart Fisher's talking about something that he's fucking passionate about, like he's lighting up. Like the shades are off, the fucking eyes are just beaming, and like you just see the energy, the passion.
So you get a big kick out of the shout outs.
Yeah, where you're
shout outs, I'm Hart Fisher and you're watching American Horrors. What the fuck was that bullshit? Jesus, I'm in Wisconsin.
But you bring a natural character to it. Like Hart Fisher can be the guy that's presenting you everything on American Horrors, or like the channel director.
Well, Ken's not the host. Okay, so Ken, that's why I feel like Ken is a lot more like college radio. It's vital, it's important, it's fun, it's disorganized, but I feel like for myself, I had this conversation with some people online, like, am I a horror host? Am I a horror host? Because I'm not Svengoolie, okay?
Yeah.
I don't do, but I do a lot of that, only not on a show, but across the network.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Sad Jason promos?
I feel like I have. Like
Okay, where I'm attacking a Christmas tree with the machete, and they're yelling at me not to do it. Sad Jason promos, or I'm wandering around Lake Geneva, and I'm sad because there's nobody left to kill. It's fall. Summer's over. I can't kill nobody anymore.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Like the variety that you bring to American Horrors, or the levity that you're bringing, because some of the movies can be a little bit of like they're good, but some of them can be kind of downers where you're just kind of like, all right, that one was a lot.
Okay, so what's a downer movie for you, Ned? Okay, so when you look at the channel, like we're live here. What's a downer movie? Like, okay, a fan recently talked to me about A Bell from Hell, where it's a brutal film, and it involves a serial killer that takes a job at a meat packing plant to learn how to kill better. And they show actual cattle being killed, and at some point he takes his sisters, and they're hanging upside down from meat hooks by their feet. And I watched that movie with my mom.
So, whenever I feel like downer may have been the wrong term. I think like more of an exhausting movie that just makes you go, okay, I need.
Well, name a movie like for you on American Horrors. Like, talk to me. Like,
So
what have you seen on American Horrors that, like, what can you point to? I mentioned A Bell from Hell because I know it's a rare film and it's been on there. And I used to. My mom's gone now. My mom's passed. But I loved having when she'd show up in town, and I would schedule stuff on the network to watch with her. And I got to watch these movies, in my childhood living room. Okay, I go down to Chicago, I go to my childhood home, and I'd be in the living room of where I watched these movies on VHS, and I've been privileged enough to play some of these films on American Horrors. That is a dream come true, to play some of the films that I grew up with as a kid and saw in my living room. And now I'm seeing them on my channel with my mom in my childhood living room. I won, man. I don't need to make another fucking penny. I fucking won. I won. My mom's gone. She's no longer here. But we got to watch these movies together. And it was fun because she liked it.
Yeah.
She didn't like all the movies. We were watching this one called Blood Link with Moriarty. God damn it. I can't remember his first name. But it's an Italian film, Blood Link, about two killer twins. And throughout this whole fucking movie, I swear to God, tits are coming out every 6 minutes. We were counting it down. My mom and I were in the living room. Here we go. Here comes the rape. And out comes the tits. And he's either cutting their fucking shirts off or he's ripping their shirts off. And the boobs come out. And my mom is counting it out like, there we go. It's been 6 minutes. Out comes the tits. It's hilarious. Oh, my fucking God. That's a big part of why American Horrors is what American Horrors is, man. This isn't a dirty little secret. This is a thing.
Oh, my God. That's fucking amazing.
Can you imagine that, Dad? You're there with your mom, and like every 6, out comes the tits. Oh, those are nice. Are those nice? Those are nice breasts.
So
those are nice breasts.
So anytime I've seen a movie with my mom, like she turns into the two Muppets that are up in the balcony.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The two old men that are reviewing the show.
Yeah, she becomes both of them simultaneously. Like she'll sit there with her cane, and she'll be watching a movie, and at the end of it, she'll look at me and she'll be like, "The only reason that movie was rated R is because it had fucking tits in it." This was bullshit.
This was every 6 minutes, bro.
Yeah,
and they were healthy breasts, big, healthy, yummy breasts, and there was involving rape. You know, we were watching this one movie called, I think it was called Deadly Games. They remade it into a new movie with Keanu Reeves. Eli Roth remade it, but it's Deadly Games, and it has the girl from The Gauntlet from Clint Eastwood. His ex-wife, horrible, two girls torturing a guy, and I'm watching this movie on American, and a lot of times I would schedule films just to find out what my mom said. Okay, so they're okay. So I knew, I'm like, I'm gonna go down to Chicago. I'm gonna go to my mom's house. I got chores. Okay, I'm a good boy. Oh no, Hart D. Fisher's a good boy. Yes, I am. So I went down and I did chores. Like, I got to fix this light bulb. I got to tighten the toilet seat. I got to fix this railing. I got to do this. Whatever my mom needed me to do, I fucking did. I love my mom. So, and I know that sounds crazy I sound like a mama's boy. So I'm down there and it was fun to watch these movies with her and to see her reaction. I wanted to know how she felt because I remember back in the 1980s, and I'm home from school, and I've got a pizza coming, a deep dish pizza's coming, and I'm watching Phantasm, the tall man.
Yes, the classic.
Boy. And I'm watching Phantasm with my girlfriend from college, and we're waiting for the pizza to show up. And my mom came home early from work, and she came home early from work. And she's sitting in the kitchen watching Phantasm, and my girlfriend and I are on the TV couch, and the pizza gets there, and right when the pizza shows up, and it's a deep dish pizza, lots of red sauce, and it's right when that fucking flying ball shows up the first time and drills into that guy's head and spits blood out the back end. So my mom is sitting there, and she's got her feet up on a chair, and she's eating this deep dish pizza with the red sauce, and she's going, "Trash! Get trash! Trash!" utter trash. And me and my girlfriend are just laughing. And then, okay, fast forward like 20 years later, Hart has his own TV channel. And my mom helped me. My mom helped me a lot. My family helped me do this. I didn't do this by myself. I had a lot of help doing the American Horrors channel. And I thank you all, everybody who helped me. I thank you guys. Ladies and gentlemen.
You
Trash! Pure trash, Ned! It's trash! Ned! It's pure trash! How could you watch this stuff? Oh my god, it's garbage! Ned, how could you talk to this guy? This guy with his stupid hat on! How could you talk to him, Ned?
So Slime and I do have a big request. Would you be able to put the trailer for Behind Locked Doors on?
And the movie with the boobs.
Behind locked doors.
And the movie with boobs every 6 minutes. You heard her.
Oh, like I should play the trailer and then I should play Bloodlink.
Yes.
Because the movie with the boobs every 6 minutes is Bloodlink, and it's something Moriarty. He's from the Alive films, Q, great classic actor from these genres of films in the 70s and the 80s. Michael Moriarty.
There it is.
Bloodlink.
I was about to Google it.
And what was the trailer you wanted?
Behind
locked doors.
The amount of times we've gotten stoned and just watched that.
Yeah, the like that trailer is like will permanently like just trigger that little stoned part of my brain. And
Behind locked doors.
Yeah, that trailer is so good. Like, because you think it's over, and then it hits you with another one. You're like, oh, cool, another trailer. No, it's the same movie. And like, so
it's part of what I do, Ned. Like, part of what happens is I got these trailers, and I'm like, oh my god, I fucking love this. And I start reaching out to my guys. Who's got this? How do I get this? Is this something I could air? Like, okay, a lot of what's on American Horrors is licensed. Okay, so we license films, and we also have public domain films.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll take a chance on, it's called an orphan, where they don't really know who owns the film. I take a chance on those. Corporate media won't do it. They avoid those films. They're scared of them. And I'm just like, man, if it forces the owner to come out and deal with me and I can make a deal, that's awesome. That's fantastic. That's what I want. So if somebody comes out and they say, hey, Hart, I'm the rights owner to this film, I want to talk to them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that we play and it's murky. So what happens is a lot of film productions, they'll go bankrupt. And then the bank will own the loan. And then the bank will go bankrupt. And then their other bank that bought them will own the film. But they don't really know they own the film.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that, Ned?
Yeah. Because there are games that have gone that way. Where they become
Yeah, it's a total thing. It's a total thing where you're not quite clear on who owns the rights. So sometimes I'll admit it. There's films that I play on the network that I only have the rights to because it's the Thai version. No, for real. Robo War. The only reason I can play Robo War is because it's the Thai version. And the rights are up in the air. And there's other films that I license and I get the rights to. Okay. So it runs the gamut. And that's why the copyright at the end is like, hey, guys. And even though you sign a deal with somebody, it doesn't mean they're really the rights holder.
Yeah.
You don't always know. You don't always know. That's the trick of a lot of these films that are 40 years old, 50 years old. You get what I mean? You're dealing with what's right in front of you, and you're trying to do your best due diligence. You're trying to be a reasonable broadcaster, and you're trying to be cool. There's certain films that I did not air on the network because I knew the film, I knew the directors.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, he got fucked. And Ted's a friend of mine. So I can't air this. And there's other films that, like, okay, I'm gonna say Pieces. Grindhouse was gonna release a big new release of Pieces, and I was trying to get them to be involved with American Horrors. I wanted them to be involved with American Horrors because I'm a big fan of what Grindhouse Releasing does. I think they're doing a fantastic job. And so I wanted to be involved with them. I wanted to have their content on the network. And I'm like, guys, let's get this on here. But they're like, Hart, could you please not air this on your network? Ba, 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 ba. And later we're going to do a stuff with you. And later we'll do this thing with you. And
later never comes.
I honored my agreement. I did not air the film. I did not put the film on in the timeline that they asked me not to. And they did not live up to their, well, we'll work with you, Hart. We'll work with you.
Right. Yeah, and that's got to be frustrating to deal with because you're doing right by them. You're doing right by everybody else. But at the
Well, I'm doing my best. I
Yeah.
mean, you make mistakes, Ned. You make mistakes, you fuck up, and you doing your best is the right way to put it.
Yeah, you do your best, and at the end of the day, you're still able to sleep at night. You're still able to know that, hey, I gave maximum effort. I did everything that I was supposed to do. I did everything that upheld my end of the bargain, and so morally, I know that I'm in the right, and that's all that's going to matter there, because at the end of the day, it's okay. This didn't work out, but at least I'm not the one that's fucking anybody over, so nobody can say shit about me. The only thing they can say about me is like, oh, they definitely did you dirty, or hey, you're putting out great shit. Those are your two options right there.
I kind of feel like I'm laying a landmine for myself, Ned. I feel like I'm about to like set myself up for a blow up, but I'm going to say this. American Horrors has been streaming 24/7 since 2011, okay? October 2nd, 2011.
Oh wow.
And I'm going to tell you, I've never gotten a cease and desist notice. What speaks louder?
Yeah.
I have never, in that time period of doing American Horrors, I have never, and I know I'm, God damn it, Murphy's Law, please, Murphy, please show blessing on me, Murphy, you son of a bitch. It hasn't happened because I'm careful, man. I do my due diligence. I try to stay within my rights. I do air public domain material, but I consult with lawyers. It's not like I'm trying to like fuck anybody.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to like obey the law and do what's out there and be entertaining and like be entertaining.
Absolutely, and I think you've definitely proven yourself to be extremely talented in that way. You're able to perform your due diligence. You're able to make sure that you're doing what's morally right. Whether it's by yourself or by the filmmakers, by the studios, what have you, and then all the while keeping true to yourself, keeping true to your audience. And I think that is a true test of character, because at any point you could have fucking sold out. You could have gone ahead and started kissing corporate ass. You could have started playing the games.
I was offered $1 million to shave my head, and I said no.
Hot damn! I did it for free.
No, I'm not a whore. Okay, it's one thing for me to decide, hey, I want to cut my hair.
Yeah.
It's another thing to say, I want to pay you this. You want 1,000? No. You want 100K? No. I like my pretty hair. I'm not shaving it. It's another thing for me to decide to do it. And then I feel like you're trying to bully me with money. So I turned down $1 million to shave my head. Why? I ain't your whore. I've never been your whore. I won't be your whore. And as the head of American Horrors, I won't be your whore. I'm going to be a horror freak, horror fan, horror fucking fun-filled event. That's what I'm about.
I think that is the perfect place to end the episode. Sincerely, I like that line right there. We're not topping that, and on top of it, we're getting these crazy glitches in the camera.
I know I'm seeing them. Like, it's fucking hilarious. Like,
It
what the fuck? Jesus. Uh-oh. God damn it. I missed the camera. Dude, son of a bitch. Ah, son of a gun.
so what we'll do is I'm gonna.
But
go
you
ahead
can
and
still
sign-
hear me, right?
Oh yeah, crystal clear.
So the microphone is there.
Yeah.
The goddamn piece of shit camera.
So
Given by Ash Hamilton's kid.
what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and give a good sign off here. So again, this has been Evil is Live with Hart D Fisher. You can follow him on Twitter, Instagram. Click the link for AmericanHorrors.net. Save it as a favorite website. Make it a part of your daily ritual. And I'll let you know next week or in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That is November 25th. Actually, that's a Saturday. So, November 25th, we are going to have Chris Seaver of Low Budget Productions here, the creator of Teen Ape, the creator of Filthy McNasty, an absolute fucking legend. There we go. Let's get Jag off in here. You know, while we put a cap on this one here. All right, so we're gonna have Chris Seaver in 2 weeks' time. More will be listed in Discord, Twitter, and then Instagram will follow. And Hart, honestly, this has been one of the most fun episodes I've done. And it would be an honor if we could have you back in the future.
Well, buddy, I mean, you could hear my audio. I know you can't see my video. I'm like going back and forth. God damn it. These fucking computers. Fuck you, Zoom. Fuck you, Zoom, you bastard. But I'm very happy to be here. Ned, good to talk to you. Thank you so much for your support of NPRmageddon. And ladies and gentlemen, we didn't even talk about my true crime collection, An American Horror Story.
Well, we're going to have to talk about that next time.
Amazon.com right now. It details some of the stuff we talked about. I know you can't see my pretty face with my stupid hat right now, but you can hear my voice. And I'm telling you, this is a good book to read. An American Horror Story, as lived by Hart D. Fisher. It's a collection of what happened to me when my girlfriend was murdered, and I'm doing the talk shows. It's a first-person central book. It's available on Amazon right now. And also, hey, you guys, help me out. AmericanHorrors.net/shop. We need your support. We need your help. Buy some shirts. Buy some books. It keeps the channel on the air. Thank you so much. So happy to be here, Ned. I'm sorry that the goddamn fucking Ash Hamilton, you son of a bitch. I'm getting a different camera now.
Well, thank you again so much. Have a great night. And I'll definitely be retweeting your stuff. I will be reposting your stuff. And again, thank you so much. And AmericanHorrors.net/shop. Add AmericanHorrors.net to your favorite on your browser so you can watch it anytime, and add it on Roku. Because we want to see this channel take off like a motherfucker. And, we'll definitely be featuring more of Hart Fisher in the future. And, we're going to reach out to the Gorecast, too. 2024 is going to be a great year for Evil is Live. And, we got one more eye. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. Have a great night, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll be back on Sunday with the chill stream. Have a great night, everybody.
Ned, this is really weird where all of a sudden I can't see you no more.
What the fuck?
I don't know, dude. Like, the fucking camera's hooked up, And if I wiggle the wire at all of a sudden the camera disappears.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No, I need a new camera.
Well,
I was doing it from my fucking phone, but I couldn't really like interact at all.
oh, I
you know?
see.
But I do. I'm sitting here. I'm looking at this fucking camera. It's got a fucking ring light around it. It's fucking killing me. What do you want to say to me off camera?
Oh, off camera, just that we wanted to have you back.
We're off camera, right?
No, we're still live. Oh, fuck. Alright, hold on. Let me do this thing here. And... Boop. Alright, well... yeah, so we'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm going to go ahead and just wrap up here. You guys have a great night. And like I said, I'll be back on Sunday with the chill stream.